Hey, what's up, man? It's CC Collects. How's it going? Welcome to our late night stream. Let's turn on the ads. We forgot to do that for the previous stream. Oops. All right, ads. Just one of those things I got to do. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. All right, we'll open this up. We'll grab link to the stream. All right. Pausing that. Let's go ahead and pin this. Hey, CC Collects. Miss Cat is here. How's it going, Cat? My title tonight. I can't tell if these are the sexiest Pokemon cards alive, or am I just ovulating? All right, we'll hit save. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and share this to Discord now. It is that time. It's Friday night. We're live for, is it Friday? Yeah, Friday night. There it goes. Okay, we'll go ahead and send this out. Live alert. You know who I haven't seen in like a week? Where's Six? I think we gotta get Six back in here. All right, let's go ahead and close this. We also ought to do a Discord giveaway. I think our Discord server could use a boost probably. Let's see. We're gonna jump over here and we're going to delete this. We're live right now. Okay. Posting this. Post. All right, we're gonna jump over here. We're gonna delete this and post this. Oops, come on now. So we are posting to Instagram now because our Instagram channel is doing really well. All right, we'll post this in. It's Friday night. Do you guys like Friday night? I like Friday night. I like Friday night. Let's go over here. All right, let's go ahead and delete this. Okay, and we're going to pop this in here and post. Now, let's head over to Facebook and do something just like that. You ready? Brandon, sup Cody, hey, what's up, guys? What kind of fun you want to have tonight? Let's see. We'll delete this. Delete. And we'll post this. We are cross-posting to Facebook. That's what we do. All right, we're going to do it here as well. Okay. And there we have it. Did this work? Let's see if this worked. Oops, hold on. Let me test this one up here. I'm curious. It does post all the way, doesn't it? Yes, good. Okay. All right, the title tonight, just a little cheeky. I can't tell if these are the sexiest Pokemon cards alive, or am I just ovulating? I heard somebody say that in a different context. I thought it was really funny. So I said we should steal that. Let's see. Question for your item. Yes. I believe the items have been delivered. Please don't open the return application. What? Okay, so that's good. Your CGC card shipment. Oh, something shipped. Oh yes. So the upgrade submission from CGC is completed. The CGC upgrade, which had about 24 slabs in it, but most of them are actually pretty expensive. So let's take a quick look at them. Let's go log into CGC and show off what we got here. All right, so we're going to be bolstered by a couple CGC submissions. CGC cards. Looks like everything went well. Can I see a picture of the item? Is there a picture? Verify that you are human. Verification successful. Oh yeah, look at that. You want to see one? Look. Oh, that's crazy. There's one. That's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty nice. Can I show off another one? What's another one? Blastoise Anniversary Pack, Tops Ekans. Okay, let's try this Ekans. All right. That's pretty good. Oh, yes. Can I try another one? So Ekans, Geodude. Let's see. This doesn't have any sensitive information on it, does it? Like credit card numbers? No, okay, good. All right, so let's see. Geodude Neo Revelation First Edition. Ooh, Palpatine. Oh, that's a Star Wars sketch. Oops, that's a Star Wars sketch. CGC 10, Emperor Palpatine. Wow, that's cool, man. All right, we're getting that one back. And let me close these windows real fast. What else is really interesting from this? Team Magma Aquafina. Here, let me click on one. So we got like 4 of these coming back. Look at this. This should be pretty valuable at this point. Oops. Anything from Team Magma probably went way up over time. Cool, man. All right. So I got a couple of those, actually. Looks like I have 2 of the exact same card and then 2 of the other version of the card. Let's show it off. Here it is. So this is the other version. Oops. Why does it keep doing that? Wish it wouldn't do that. So that's a reverse holo. Very cool. All right. What else? So we got some Team Magma. We got a Nidoking, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Myena again, Numel, Cubone. Cubone Base Expansion Pack. What is that one? Oh, look at that. That looks good. Okay, that one's a good one. All right. I'll just keep the camera here. Dark Arbok, Aggron, Magneton, copyright with E symbol. EX Dragon Magneton. What is that going to be? Oh, that's cool. Okay. It's just a gem mint, though, not a pristine. Lucario, Natu, and Magmar. Reverse foil. What does that look like? Just a gem mint. All right. So a couple cool cards coming back from CGC. I'm happy with that. That's definitely going to make sure that we have enough stuff to keep us busy, you know. It's going to help us. Really like that Charmander. Man, I might have to put that up on eBay for like 50K or something. I doubt anyone will buy it, but that's a really special Charmander because it's like wave 4, which you never get wave 4. So that's really cool. All right. New repayment plan available for your student loan. I never pay my student loan other than the minimum. Did you guys know that? Oh, Eric Colborn, he sent in for the last spot on the My Little Pony break. That's completed. Completed. All right. Well, what else has happened tonight? So we had a Christine Reningen. Christine Reningen. And then 3 minutes ago, a Mark Kaplan order. So he would like a Japanese 151, 2 Japanese Nihil 0, 2 Korean Black Bolt, and 1 Korean Blue Sky Stream. Cool, okay. And we got to put you in the giveaway as well. All right. And then over here, we have a Miss Kayla order as well. Just arrived 5 minutes ago. 5 of your finest junk packs. Ooh, we're just about out of those now. The junk packs are nearly gone. All right. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. As long as you're paying the minimum, that's all that matters. They can't touch you. Yeah, so with the student loan, it's like a 4% interest rate. And so I just never pay it off. I'm just going to have it forever till the day I die. Because 4% is not a high enough interest rate to be worth paying. It needs to be higher, like 7%. At 7%, then I go, okay, maybe I pay this off. It's killing me. It's taking all my money. Yeah, at 7% interest, now you gotta kind of weigh it against investing the money. Which I'm pretty aggressive. I probably would still lean toward investing. As long as you're paying the minimum. Hey, mister, did the Pidgey Gym break go off? It did. Who pulled it? I can't remember. Was it you? Oh, sheesh. I can't remember who pulled it. Can anyone remember who pulled that Pidgey break? Yeah, it did go off. I don't know if I wrote it down in the breaks channel. Wait, I know how we can tell. Let's go in here. Let's see your wins and losses. Oops, let's fix the camera first. I hate that the camera does that. All right, close this. Okay, good. So, Mr. Brandon. Aha, you've got 2 wins and 2 losses. What does that tell you? I don't know what it tells you. All right. Got a 10 on my Moonbryon, but I only got 3 10s out of my 20 card personal submission. Oof, that sucks, man. All right. So this box is complete, and now we choose a new box to break. I wonder what it should be. So this is going to be done. What other boxes should we break? We're supposed to pick something strange. We're still doing a pack split on this box split. Join this to actually open a whole box of Crimson Invasion and hunt for the holographic Gengar, holographic Pikachu, holographic Cubone, Jigglypuff, Melodic, and a lot of other great yellow border holographic Sun and Moon era cards. It's only $30 a pack. I mean, it's much lower than, like, let's say Cosmic Eclipse, which I think is probably like $140 a pack or something like that. Destined Rivals, creeping toward the end. It's actually pretty far along now. So keep an eye on that if you don't want to miss it. Okay, we got this new Snorlax break. I think he is a top tier card. I'm going to have a number of these for myself because I suspect it will definitely go up. Great looking Black Star promo from 2024, probably already out of print. And there's only 1,010s, which is a pretty good number. All right, we got one person in there. A new 9 break. The 9 break. It's for Unknown A. It's a really short break. 1 in 4 people are needed. $30 to get in there. Mister, did I see correctly, or was that a 2-month turnaround time with that CGC submission? Well, it was not a standard submission. It was a reholder submission with blue-colored slabs. So that department may work on a totally different schedule than bulk grading. So the bulk grading may take 4 to 6 months, okay? So I would anticipate at least a 4-month wait on the standard cards. They're not going to come back fast. That's just how it is, I'm afraid. And then, you know, yeah, the reholder was pretty quick, so that's nice. But the reholder is easy. They don't have to grade it. All they got to do is crack it and re-encapsulate it. So it probably doesn't take that long. And the demand for reholder is probably not that high. So they probably don't have a big queue of it, you know? All right, we're rotating 9s. There's some lovely 9s. Okay, the oldest order goes first. I believe that would be Eric Colburn. All right, he ordered 8 hours ago. My Little Pony break. Eric Colburn. Did you guys have a good Friday? I hope you guys had a good Friday. Okay. Any other gym breaks? Oh, there's a couple gym breaks. Yeah, we got this gym break right here. We've got Vile Plume. We've got Baby Yoda. There's a couple of them, okay? There's a couple of them. I don't know where they're all hiding. We can also, you can just pick one out, too. Did you know that? You can just be like, hey, I want to do a gym break on blah, blah, blah. And if you choose one, I'll set it up for you. All right. So, Eric Colburn, last spot. Pokebox Trade, One Piece, Second Chance Bounty, Star Box Break. There it is. You know what? We need to make a new jumbo pack break, too. Who wants to decide what goes in? Who wants to be the chef? All right, let's see. Eric Colburn. So, we need this. Well, no, we don't need that box. We need these. We're starting the stream out with a nice box break to determine who gets this whole box. One piece jumbo. Yeah, that's right. 2-piece, 8 pieces of dark meat. Wait, okay, we already got that good. Oh yeah! Look at that little side eye. He's like, wah. Take this with me. All right, we'll load these up. You're not allowed to see them. What's up, guys? Pitch Black is out. We won't have it till like Monday, maybe Tuesday. But it'll probably be Monday or Tuesday, okay? All right. Pitch Black. I'm sure it'll be fun when it arrives. Our product is going to be nice and fresh when it arrives, okay? So you'll have your best shot in it. Because I know Pitch Black is an interesting set because you're mostly just trying to pull the Abyss Eye character, the Darkrai Mega character, and the golden version of him as well. So that's all you're really trying to pull in there. Give me a number. Da-da-da. Ooh. 2, 1, 2. Good. Now we got to shuffle the names up. Da-da-da. Flip this around. Take it behind screen. All right. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Somebody give me a number. It's such a small amount of names. You don't need a big shuffle. All that's going to matter is someone's going to pick a number. That's all that's going to matter. Pick a number between 0 and 4. 2 again? CC Collects says 1. Let's do 1. All right, there you go. Thanks, CC Collects. What do we got? Joseph Smith. Cold. Sorry, Joseph. Eric Colburn. He was the only one who bought directly into the box, and he actually pulled it. That's crazy. Team Rocket Grunt. Sorry. Sorry, man. And Salatozabata. All right, she almost had all the ponies. But it's going to Eric Colburn. He was here in the daytime stream. That's his box now. And now we need a new box break. We're going to go over here. Oh, let's grab a link to the channel. Let's grab a link to the live stream. And let's head us over to... I got an Ask Me Anything question in Discord. I got to answer that. Let's head over to Breaks History. God, why is it so hard to find that? There's so many channels in Discord now. You have to scroll so much. So, My Little Pony box, Eric Colburn. This goes off at 16 minutes. All right. Is that the Card Communist? That's right. It's me, the Card Communist. Here's one of these. Okay. Good. I wonder if he ever suffers from osteoporosis. Let's put that back over there. Congratulations, Eric. He actually bought directly into the box. Wonder what he wants to do with it. You think he wants to open it? He can sell it. He can open it. He can give it to a friend. There it goes. What should the next box be? I don't know what the next box should be. We've hosted a lot of boxes. It's supposed to be something like that doesn't get opened very often, but we, maybe we have a lot of it or plenty of it. It could be one of those boxes. Well, those are pretty pricey though. I was going to say it could be one of those boxes of G.I. Joe. You guys know what I'm talking about with the G.I. Joes? Tossing this. How much can you sell it for, says Jod. Well, last sold on eBay is $150, and it sold only like 2 weeks ago for $150. So, yeah, you might be able to get, about $150 out of it. Box break for Incandescent Arcana. Mister, can you sing me a lullaby? Rock-a-bye, search. Let's go grab a box we've never broken before. Let's go grab it. I'll be back. All right, here it is. This time it's vintage G.I. Joe. Whoa. I don't think we've done that one, right? Hold on. Give me a second here. Oops. So. Wow, they ought to have the mute button work different. There you go. They like hide the mute button. You have to open a menu to use the mute. So, I'm jumping up on Phoebe. We're going to look up G.I. Joe. All right. It has 8 watchers. Wow. I'm going to revise this. It's in 2 carts and it has 8 watchers. So we're going to revise this to have just 1 left. Okay. And we're going to hit save on that. G.I. Joe shall be the next booster box. It's a pretty old, pretty vintage box. We're listing it for $350 on eBay. Let's see what that comes out to be. Divided by 40 comes out to be 8.75. So we'll drop the 0.75 In other words, on eBay, it's $350 on eBay, but it's $320 for you guys. So you guys get it cheaper. That's nice, isn't it? A little bonus. Now you can open these or you can keep it sealed. You might even be a G.I. Joe fan. Well, there's some dirt there from a previous sticker. Perfect. Put that right there. It's pretty fun to open these unusual boxes. That's the new Star box break. It's going to take a little while. It's a 1 in 8. You're welcome to join it. Let me take a picture of it. All right. I know you guys like a good box break. We're going to go to current breaks. And we'll take a picture of this guy. Boop. Oh, I have a pretty picture of Tierce on my phone. She's like smiling at me. All right, what are we doing now, guys? Let's see. We're going to put Mark on the giveaway because I owe him a giveaway. So Mark gets onto here. You guys are the early guys. You guys need to get on this giveaway too. So 17. Where shall we put 18? I guess 18 can go here. 18. So number 16 will be Mark. Okay, and now let me go set up the giveaway right now. You guys want some free ones? It is Friday night. Friday, maybe we get 2 free ones for tonight. What do you guys think? 2 free ones? All right, the keyword is TCC. Type that in. This card's nicer than it appears. It's a nice Star Wars card, and it's actually a numbered card. So this is a little fancy tonight. A little bit of a fancy one. I like Fee. Kind of a fancy one. We got a little golden SpongeBob Rayquaza Elekid. That could be a gym break. Here's a gym break. It's Ekans 9. Ooh, from Fossil. Very cool. We should have graded 10. Here's Haxorus, and that is a consignment card. All right, you guys type that in. You guys are here early. I want you guys into that break because you're here early, the early people. Miss Kayla, you're next. 5 of your finest junk packs. So the junk packs, do I even have 5? Yeah, I do. Okay. Running low on them, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like there's about 5 left. So junk packs are almost sold out again for like the 5th time. Here goes. Junk packs are fun. They're very cheap. And what do they have in them? You're not guaranteed anything. It really is junk. But it's $3, so you can buy like 5 packs of these for 15 bucks. It's weirdly affordable. Whoa, that's a whole Pokemon card right there. Hey, this is actually the box we just started. This is G.I. Joe. Okay. These might be valuable. I don't know. I don't even bother looking them up. I don't care. Some sort of trainer card, you know. Sometimes I get those in a trade, and I just stick them in here. And, you know, on a rare occasion, they might be worth like $5 online. But I never check because I don't have time. Kamlanat, that looks amazing. Here's a Yoshi poker card. Okay. Oh, Kuromi. Cool, man. You should put a God Pack Junk Pack in there. The God Pack Junk Pack. If I did that, I would have to overcharge. I would have to overcharge for them. So we could have that, but the problem is that's probably really expensive, unless it was like a God Pack that just contained junk. Think about it, right? Like, so these are $4 each. There's usually about 100 packs in the box. Okay, I fill a box all the way up. Well, if I'm going to put like $200 worth of raw cards in a bag, I'm going to have to charge like $5 per junk pack. And all of a sudden, the balance on them feels very different. Chronicle Magician, Marilyn Monroe. Okay, we got some of these. We've got some Fortnite. Some more Korean Pokemon, huh? Doesn't need to be 200. Yeah. Either way, it'd have to be accounted for. If anything of real value, well, I guess they do have value. But if anything actually kind of expensive started going in there, we'd have to raise the price, maybe like by $1. So the junk packs could have a bigger pull in them, but now they cost $4 a pack. Look at that Luffy. Wow, kind of cool. All right, that's for you, Miss Kayla. That is what a round of junk packs look like. It's Cactuar Queen. Meow, 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 meow. You're not the first person to think of that, by the way. I've had a couple people tell me to try that out. Okay. Good. Let me have a sip of my drink here, my drinky drink. Some cards look really good for gym breaks, like this one right here. Ow, I got lower back pain. Joseph Smith, 3 Pokey Shuffles. That is actually the next order, 3 Pokey Shuffles. You can set the, man, I gotta rub my back, hold on. You can set the 200 packs aside, and when you go through enough, you can write an energy. You hit the pack, congratulations. I don't know if I'd do it that way. I'd probably randomly pull them, kind of like the Pokey Shuffles. All right. So, here we are. Did I already do this? I can't remember. My back was hurting really bad there. Radiating down my leg. Okay. Don't think you did my... No, I haven't done it yet. Just wasn't your turn yet. Here we are. 3 cold ones. Okay. All right. Wow, my back's hurting real bad. What the hell? Okay, now we have Mr. Mark. He says 1 Japanese, 151. I think I hurt my back somehow. 2 Japanese, nihil 0. Is it going to hurt all night? Is it going to just hurt all night? God, dude. That's it. I can't take this life anymore, guys. I've gotten too old. Too many parts of my body are starting to hurt. I'm giving up. Throwing in the towel. Where is it? Where's the nihil 0? Oh, here it is. All right, 2 nihil 0s. 2 Korean Black Bolt. That'll be up here. I'm through with it. Too frustrating. We are 2 Black Bolts. 1 and 2. 1 Korean Blue Sky Stream. Now that's good stuff. I really like the Blue Sky Stream a lot. All right, don't forget, Altart Rayquaza comes out of here. Here's your round, Mr. Mark. Mr. Mark. Snip of this. Oh, yeah. Ready? Oh, that's cold. Here's Black Bolt. Oh, Alola Mola. Here's Escavalier. He's kind of cool, I guess. Escavalier's okay. We got a Leaf Energy and a cold one. And did I do it? Yeah. One more. Da-da-da. Oh, not a bad round at all now. I think this 1 card pays for the whole round. Great job, man. Mewtwo AR. No more sneep. Hey, what's up, Reed Morin? We're still sneeping all these years later. Hey, look, it's the same original pair of scissors. Should I wash it? I can wash it. Look, there's like some grime buildup, probably from my hand. Look how dirty it looks. That's 7 years of dirt. 7 years of sweat. And this pair of scissors have cut through millions of dollars of Pokemon packs. When I retire, I'm going to like buy a glass case for it, like a display case with like lighting and everything. And we're going to hang it on the family wall like it's a samurai sword. Gross. You will not talk about your father's samurai that way. You weren't there. You weren't in the war. Good to be back. I need my sneep. Sneep. All right, here we are. All right, Mr. Mark. Let's find your bag, Mark. That's a good idea. I want to do that with the sandals, too. I want to put the sandals in a display case. Put them up somewhere. There we go. Very nice. Haha. All right, so Mark's all done. Diggity, diggity done. Here's Carlos Chaveras, 3 Nikkei Precious. My precious. Ow, my knuckles. Just scraped my knuckles. Speaking of knuckles, I had some Jonah's Crab Claws tonight. You guys ever see those at like Walmart, Jonah's Crab Claws? There's an upscale grocery store that was selling some really good looking Jonah Crab Claws at a reasonable price. And so I bought 2 baggies of it. I ate the first baggie a couple nights ago, and I thought, wow, these are terrible. I ate the second baggie tonight, and I cooked them a little less. They're pre-cooked. You're just heating them up, right? And then I thought to myself, wow, these are pretty bad. So both times, Jonah crab claws ranked poorly for me. Also, I'd eaten a bag of them from Walmart as well. So I've tried them from 3 places now. They're just not as good. They might actually be a candidate for crab butter or something, you know, not crab butter, but like, you know, like a dipping sauce or seasoning. I never season my like crab because I just want to taste the crab. But man, crab claws, they're just not as... One of the problems is the crab shell gets crunched into the meat all the time. It's like disintegrates like sand. And so you take a bite and you're like, I guess I'm eating crab shell tonight, you know? And they just kind of disintegrate and they're crumbly and you end up eating crab claw, the shell part. Ooh, holy mommy. These are called Nikkei Precious. They're from Union Arena. They're $10 a pack, which is actually a lot cheaper than the Chainsaw Man from Union Arena. Chainsaw Man costs much more than this. Whoa, we got some Musubot gifts. Thanks, man. That's really cool of you. Musubot, when you do a donation like that, you go onto like a scoreboard for donations. We have a donation scoreboard. At the end of the month, I do not trust seafood from Walmart, but ours is gross. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Come over to mine. You'll like my Walmart. Our Walmart is like a countryside Walmart. You go in there and you get like farmers in overalls. You get like grandmas with their like pet dogs sitting in the cart. Everyone's pretty laid back. It's real peaceful. Never too crowded. Never. It's never too crowded. Everything's clean and peaceful. It's a nice feeling for a Walmart. I know it is because I used to service a lot of Walmarts for Coca-Cola. So I know different areas have different feeling Walmarts. You go to the wrong part of town Walmart and there's like a police officer at the door. There's a security, you know, officer patrolling the parking lot all day long. There's, you know, there's just crap everywhere. There's just like stolen food out of its wrapper everywhere. People walk in, they start screaming, and then they take like, you know, like the chicken nugget bites, and they just pop the lid off, and they just eat that while they shop, and then they don't pay for it. They just leave it behind, and like it's normal or something. So there's different Walmarts. You come out here to a countryside Walmart, it's nice, man. You feel like you're at a upscale Walmart. You're like, whoa, did I upgrade? Welcome to Walmart. Get your stuff and get out. Yeah, but the seafood at Walmart, I've been eating Walmart seafood for a long time. I've never gotten sick from it. I will say this, though. It's not as good as, like, the premium-sized seafood that you can get at, like, a more expensive seafood grocery store. Whoa. That sounds nice. Our Walmarts are crazy busy, and most don't buy groceries there. You guys want me to record my Walmart sometime? We're in the busiest time of the year for this Walmart because it's summertime, so everyone's visiting Lake of the Ozarks right now. But if I did like a video of the wintertime Walmart, delectable. It's so good. You come in and you feel like you're, I don't know, you just feel like you're in a safer, easier place to shop. Nobody looks at you like you're stealing. There's no cops anywhere, no security guards anywhere. It's pretty amazing. I know that's very different than some Walmarts. Like I said, I used to work for Coca-Cola, and that job meant going to all the Walmarts. That was a big part of my job. Welcome to Costco. Yeah, Costco's pretty nice. Costco can get really crowded, though. Like, unreasonably crowded. Mr. Mark, let's see what Mark's doing tonight. We got Mr. Mark. He says... Now, wait a second. Let me hit refresh on this. Did this work? Oh, okay, hold on. So read more, and you tried to send in a big order, and it likely is testing whether or not you're real. That's what it's doing, right? So I'm assuming that what's going on is your credit card company is asking about you. You are? We added some new security to our website. Let's see. Yeah, I will say that I don't miss the busy Walmarts. I used to go to busy St. Charles Walmarts when we lived in that area, and it's not as good. It's just not as good. The quieter and the slower pace the Walmart, the better. Okay, so back to it. Mr. Mark, sorry about that. I looked away from your order for a second there. Mr. Mark 2 Nihil Zeros. Let's grab them. 2 of these. 2 Korean Black Bolts. 1, 2. Oh, we have to write this down, by the way. We have to write down that donation. I forgot about this. Hold on. So Mr. Musabot is in here for $25. There it goes. Just like that. Ro Ki Hyun, $25. Who's in the lead? I'm at 136 and Mark's at 140. So Mark's still in the lead and we're like halfway through the month. Wild. He has a role in our Discord server called Santa because he's the biggest donor. All right, so 2 Nihil Zero, 2 Black Bolts, 1 Korean Blue Sky Stream. And 3 Pokey Shuffles. The Pokey Shuffles are so wild. People love them. Okay. Would you become religious if you, without a doubt, found out God existed? I mean, I guess by definition, yes, right? 1, 2, 3. Like, I would say that's the primary issue is there's no evidence. Like, okay, so like if the clouds parted and some big guy, big white guy with the beard came and he pointed his finger at the earth and he said, I'm God. Lightning fires out of his hand and like, boom, blows up on the ground. I'd be like, that's probably God. You know what I mean? I'd be like, that's probably him. Okay, he's real. He's real and he wants you to shave the skin off of your penis and worship him. You know, so I would know pretty quickly. Here goes. Yeah, things could change really fast in that event. Ready? I'm a reasonable person, okay? It could be an alien, though. Yeah, it could be an alien. It could be Satan playing a big trick. But, you know, obviously, at that point, I will believe something's going on. You know what I mean? I'd be like, something's out there. Something otherworldly is out there. Here's Superior. All right. Bro's describing Zeus. That's right. Zeus is awesome, man. He was getting with the ladies. He knew how to live. Yeah. Let's see. I wonder if he liked bubble baths. You guys ever had a bubble bath? If you haven't had a bubble bath as an adult, you need to. It's extremely good. Here you are. Zygarde. You're in a crabby mood. You have a bubble bath. Oh, it's so good. You start drinking a little champagne. I don't drink. I'm so boring. All right, Mark Kaplan. Mark, this time, maybe not as crazy of a round. All right, let's go grab your bag. How would racist people react if if he came out of the sky and God was black? Yeah, God, I don't know, man. Good question. Maybe some of the Republicans would be like, that ain't God. They're tricked by the Democrats. I heard Chuck Schumer put him up there. All right. Maybe Nick Fuentes would have something to say about it. Hey, mister, I still have that XY Evo Zard in a 10. I'm super up. I love you and thank you. It's good to hear your voice. Woohoo! All right, I remember that one. We were paying that one off real slow. You got it, I think, for 2.5 thousand. I bet you it's like 10,000 or more now. Let's see. PSA 10, XY, Charizard, Evolutions. You know, there was a chance I had in the past to buy the stamped Evolutions Charizard for just $5,000. And I came so close to it. And then I said, nah, that's overpriced. This guy right here, in fact, it was this guy. See this guy for 150? Oh, I'm stupid, man. Should have bought it. But let's see. So, holographic Charizard. Cheapest one, 8K. Okay, I was close. I think I was saying 10K. He's 8K now. Very nice. All right. You charged me 2.1 on Slabaway. So you're up ×4. And that wasn't even like a 7-year-old hold for you. That was just like a couple years, maybe like 2 years. Not bad. So now we've got Roki Hyun. Use all my credit in this for OP15 Japanese, 1 booster box, and 5 Poke Shuffles. All right, so the rest of your store credit, you got it. I need Mister to give me a small loan of $1 million. Yeah. Well, you know, occasionally we do have some really good Slabaways. You know, here's the thing. He's talking about how he did really well on his Slabaway. at the time that he worked on it, it wasn't abundantly clear that that was going to happen. And that's really how it always works, guys. When you're buying a slab, if it was obvious that your slab's going to go up ×4, everyone would just go buy it, and then it would be ×4, okay? So when you're buying a card, you really don't know what's going to happen to it next. And so you get a feeling in the pit of your stomach like, maybe I'm way overpaying for this. Maybe this drops. You just don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You know, it's a gamble. It's a gamble. It's like, you know, buying anything. Like when you buy a property, you don't know if it's going to go up or if the property is going to pop. So this might be 5,000 one day. You know, here's blue poker Charizard for 5,000. That might be 8,000. This one might go to 1,200. These guys might be 3,000. This guy might be 1.2. You just don't know. And so when you look at it and you go, well, that price is way too high. Well, that's how he felt about that Charizard when he was working it down. He felt like it was too expensive. That was how, it's literally how it feels every time I buy a card. Last time I buy, and I've gotten used to that feeling, so I know it's a trick. I know it's an illusion. But the last time I bought an expensive card, I felt, wow, this is so overpriced. But I know that's how it works every time. So like when I bought this Gold Star Charizard, I felt like he was overpriced. When I bought this Mudkip for just 3.8 thousand, I thought that's an absurd amount of money to spend on Mudkip. He might be 100,000 now. When I bought this Gyarados for 19,000, you know, that's an absurd amount of money. When I bought this Lugia for 8,000, that was an absurd amount of money for the time period. Every single time, the best card or the card you want or a good card, it always feels like it's already overpriced. And you look at it and you go, how could this possibly go any higher? That's just how it works. It is, you know? If you told people in the 1990s that even a small home in California would cost about $1 million, they'd probably spit up their milk. They'd be like, what are you talking about? $1 million for a small home? They'd be like, uh-huh. That's how it works now. Okay, Rookie Hyun, he says, OP15 Japanese, 1 booster box, 5 Poke Shuffles. Let's get this taken care of. So here's the booster box, and we'll get the Poke Shuffles right after. I've been lurking for years. I should have followed your instructions. What's up, Mr. DF? Yeah, every time I bought a card, I had a very uneasy feeling like maybe I should have just bought $20,000 of stock. Every single time it hit me over and over again in the pit of my stomach. That's the truth. I'm not exaggerating. That was the feeling. And if it was obvious that a card was going to ×20, everyone would be rushing to buy it. It would be a gold rush. So it's only in hindsight that we realize something was underpriced. That's true when something's overpriced too. It's only in hindsight. You know, after something like Beanie Babies collapses, it's only in hindsight we go, yeah, of course Beanie Babies collapsed. It's just some goofy ass, you know, stuffed animal. How can this have any value? So no one really knows what's going to happen the next day. All you can do is make an educated guess. And I was cheerleading for Pokemon card for years. And when I made profits opening cards, I didn't buy a ton of stocks. I didn't buy a ton of crypto. I didn't buy a fancy car. I didn't buy a watch. I didn't buy a gold chain. Almost the entire amount of the money just went back into Pokemon cards. Are you ready? Almost the entire amount. Cares helps with the mortgage. So I do have a house, but my wife kind of pays that mortgage and I buy Pokemon cards. That's kind of how it runs. It is. All right. There it goes. That's right. Worth it, California rules. He's right. Do women bring all life into the world? Nuh-uh. Some men get pregnant too, okay? So better watch your words over here. Here's Captain Planet. Put this here. Okay, Lumpy. Here's a hollow. I'm happy you've been blessed, Cat. I'm very blessed. I've shown time and time again that he exists in different ways, so I've never had to question it. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Whoa. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's another hollow. The pregnant men were born female, though. Whoa, look at this. A lovely Luffy over here. Cool, man. Good. Hey, you better watch your words, Mr. Surge. Hey. Hey, Mr. Long time no see is Zorro Lost My Rares. What's up, man? How's it going tonight? Here's a holo. So we're waiting for Pitch Black to arrive. It's not with us yet. Probably Monday, maybe Tuesday. Might be Tuesday. If it's Tuesday, that'll be too bad, but it might be Tuesday. And some other sets, too. We're waiting for Terrasto Festival Chinese with the special Sylveon in it. We're waiting for new Gundam. We got a new Gundam set coming. I'm going to be ordering some... I'm pre-ordering some Weiss Schwarz sets. A bunch of them, actually. So we're getting some brand new Weiss Schwarz sets. Our One Piece is going to the moon. Spent most of my day at PSA working on One Piece cards. Yeah, One Piece, definitely a strong seller. And I just ordered OP17 at astronomical prices. So, and I'm nervous it's not even real. Because it's a supplier I've never worked with before. So I'm actually openly nervous. Yeah. I'm nervous because if he does not service my order, it's going to be a catastrophe. There we are. Okay, holo here. And a holo here. Good. What's the manga chase? Enel. There we go. One whole box. Okay, let's grab your bag. You got a lot of these holos. Okay. Good. Set that there. If you ever want to get rid of these, you can trade them in for spots in the Gyarados break. Some Minecraft music playing. Boy, we've been listening to Minecraft music for months, man. Okay. Let's see. Grabbing this. Can I? Yep. That's the point of the trade break. You can take cards that you don't want, or like the cheap cards or the junk cards, and trade them in toward a trade slab. This guy right here is the current trade slab. Okay, there it is. Some people like their holos. Some people just kind of give them away. Here we are. So, you know, you're a new guy, so I'm just teaching you about that. All right. I'm making good money from tournaments. What? 5 Poke Shuffles for the second part of his order. 5 Poke Shuffles. Ready? Well, I think it's time to add a card to the Poke Shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you do Tourney Surge? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a cold round this time, I'm afraid. Just a cold round. Darn. All right. How about this Elekid? How about this Rockets Moltres? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. 2 Slabby Patties going in. P9. Even local box tourneys are a nice way to make money, but I'm going to go to OKC for the regional. Here we are. Number 239. Elekid P9. Okay. 2 slabs. Now that's 2 9s. We got to put a good slab in there too. It's part of the rules. Got to put a good card in next. Can't just put stinky ones in. What do we got next? What's going on? So I'm hitting refresh on the website. Mr. Reed. All right, Reed. He's got 5 Surging Sparks, 4 Destined Rivals, 3 Journey Together, 3 Twilight Masquerade, and 1 round of shipping. So, Mr. Reed, do you already have an existing bag, or is this a fresh bag? Let's go find this order. So, Surging Sparks. I don't ever know where the Surging Sparks is. I think it's way back there. Oh, is that an empty Surging Sparks? Here it is. Not empty. 4, 5. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, the Gorgon Sisters winter promo is like 150. Okay. Destined Rivals ×4. One of my favorite all-time sets, Destined Rivals. We have a $40 box break of Destined Rivals running right now. Fresh bag. It's been a couple years. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you go by a different name? I'm trying to remember, Reed Morgan. And then 3 Journey Togethers. You got it. Journey Together. One, 2, 3. Did you really want to ship instantly, or did you want to keep your bag over here for a little while? We are. I'm going to get you one of these. Let's see. I will get you a bonus card. You ready? Here's your bonus card. You get a bonus Charmander for placing a first-time order after a couple years. Welcome back, Mr. Reed. All right. Glad you're coming back, man. What inspired you to check in tonight? Just wondering how we're doing? I'm playing Enel and Yamato right now. I'm going to play RG Luffy when the starters come out. Okay, snipping this. When I was in Japan, they had plenty of OP boxes for sale at most retailers. I should have bought some. Hold the bag, but just put the shipping in. All right, sounds good to me. Snipping this. Snipping this. Miss Alexis just came in and did the shipping tonight, guys. It looks really nice. Here you are. Okay. Snipping this. Oops. Okay. Destined Rivals Elite. Yeah, this is a big order. Okay. And one of these. Box attorneys win you like 150 right now, plus whatever the winner card is worth. New phone and updating my YouTube notice, and you popped in, and I was stoked. Sweet. We've been going nonstop for 7 years. We're still chugging along. Some of our most popular products now are the $5 Poke Shuffle and the $25 Live Customs. These are table breaks, $40 1 in 10, $25 1 in 2, $5 1 in 20. Those are the cost and the odds. Now let's see what we pull for you. You ready? Here's a Rotom, Koraidon, Landorus. We got Mantine, Appleton, Skeledurge. Here's Togetic, Charcadet, Terrapagos. Here's, oops, Celio, Gravity Mountain, Robska. Ooh. All right, so far, so bad. Nothing hot popping out. Just good hollows. Here's Miraidon. Hey, there we go. Your first AR pops out. It's Slack Off. Coming out of Surging Sparks. Good. Now, to just pull a Mewtwo out of here, what do we got? So we got Coughing, Wobbuffet. Is Coughing the channel mascot? Because I cough a lot, right? I have like asthma or something. I don't know. Dry lungs. Itchy throat. Here's Toadschool. Dondozo. Obviously, when I think Team Rocket set, I think Dondozo. Okay, Dondozo is an SR, so you're pulling an SR. And here's Electivire. Ooh. Okay, nothing crazy coming out of these Destined Rivals, but how about Journey Together? I like Journey Together. I think it's nice. Surprised people don't open it more. Here's Mr. Mime. If he does something evil, his new name is Mr. Crime. Oh, no. Tyranitar, he's kind of nice. All right. There we have it. Somebody AI TCC coughing. There we go. Electivire, Dondozo, Slacking. Slack Off. Cool, man. Okay, so Charmander is a bonus card for returning. I'm going to get you another bonus card just because you didn't pull like some super big sniper or anything like that. Let's see. Where would I be hiding that? Is it in here? Might be in here, actually. Okay, you're going to get this Mario Poker card. Oh, yes. How cool is that? It's a little bonus Mario card. And let's put this into a bag, and I'll write onto the bag that you've already paid for shipping. Welcome back. We're going to put you on the giveaway for tonight as well. Reed Morin. 7.26. Much love. Reed, I've been having a good 7 years. I've been doing this 7 years now. I put together a fantastic collection in that time. Look at some of these hot slabs that we picked up over the years. There we are. All right. So read with an R. You're going to go in the RE box. There is an RE box all the way over here. We spent all our time hosting breaks, helping people acquire their best cards. Ryan Warner. That bag is expired by 2 years. Jesus. All right. Put shipping on his bag. Why, of course I did. What do you think this is worth? If this is about 500, and this is about 100, and this is about 150, that's not enough to get to $1 million. I gotta get $1 million stack up here, and we just show it off every night for fun until it gets really boring to show off. Let's see. Shipping. Now, wait a second. We gotta get your Twilight Masquerade. We didn't get the whole order. Order's not done. His turn's not over. Twilight Masquerade. We need it. Didn't I have to restock it? I think I had to restock it. Is this it? That's Paldean Evolved. I swear we had to restock it, didn't we? Hold on. Let me put this here. It's kind of in the way. Now I'm just looking real careful. What's this a pack of? That's White Flare. What's White Flare doing over there? Chilling Rain. This is Prismatic. Obsidian Flame. What's behind this? Is this the Twilight Masquerade? That's Obsidian Flame. So, Twilight Masquerade was one of those sets that actually needed restocking. Look, see? I'm gonna go check my, I'm gonna go check the receiving area and see if we actually got a box of this in, because I should have ordered it if we ran out. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go check. What's this? Oh, that's Phantasmal. All right. All right, so I'm not seeing it. Oops. I'm not seeing it. Let me check and see if we actually ordered it. Maybe I was supposed to order it. I see our Paldea Evolved restock came in. Twilight Masquerade. Okay, you ready? Delivered on July 1st. So the box came in. We ordered just one box of it, in fact. It came in. Where did I put it? So excuse me, guys. I got to go back out there and check one more time. It's here. Hard to find. Haha, got it. Twilight Masquerade. Here it is. You're getting a fresh box. How does that feel? It was hard to find because it was just one box. It hides pretty well. I should put a sticker on it. Okay. Aha, there we go. Okay, lovely. And we can place this behind prismatic, perhaps. Okay, good. Sorry about all that. Just one of those things you got to do midstream. I could have a lovely assistant do all this for me, but you know, I'd have to pay him. All right, ready? No, but an assistant sounds kind of nice. God, what kind of assistant would if there was some nerdy ass Pokemon card collecting girl, I would hire her. Because I think if I had to be in a room all night with another dude, I'd probably go nuts, dude. Probably want to tear his head off at some point. Ready? All right, here goes. All right, we got Grookey, Alakazam. Phew, can I get a piece of the box? A piece of the box? What does that mean? Here's Diplin, and here's Helioptile Zapdos. All right. Corn Rules just says in all caps, nose ring. Tossing this over here. All right, just some hollows on that last round. Let's go grab your bag. All of a sudden, we have somebody in the RE box. That's so rare. RE is like not a common letter combination. Reed Morin, thank you so much, Mr. Reed. Welcome back. Let's see what the next order is. After Reed, we have Mark Kaplan. Mark Kaplan returns. He says, 5 Poke Shuffles, then leave these packs sealed for shipping. 5 Ancient Roar, 2 Nihil Zero, 2 Korean Black Bolt, and a round of shipping. Okay, you got it. Ready? Here goes. Okay. I switched to my right account. Give me a smooch. Remember when people blanked on TM? You couldn't even get it away. Cream Siege packs are now 30. Hey, what's up, T-Ham? Nice to see you, too. 1, 2, 3. So we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these. Oh. Oh, look at that. 5 cold ones. Oh, yeah. That's the Poke Shuffle. Dang. Sorry, man. But let's look at these packs he wants. 5 Ancient Roar. Ancient Roar. Let's see. Ah, here they are. That'll be this guy here. Thanks for the membership. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember when people made fun of MetaZoo? Look at it now. All right, 2 Nihil Zeros. I think it's almost time to get a fresh box of Nihil Zero. I like how affordable Nihil Zero is. It's like, it's got Gengar in it. It's got Haunter in it. People underestimate this set. It's a nice little set. Good ARs. Bad chase cards. Bad chase cards. All right, so these 5 are staying sealed. And you're ordering a round of shipping. Did you really want priority? I can do it. Let me know if you're sure, okay? We can do standard shipping. You can use your money for standard shipping. So you would save like $11. You could open up 2 more Poke Shuffles if you wanted. But you can do priority. It just just costs extra. Let's see. Mark J. Valerian, Mario Quintana, Mati Bazzi, Marco Arboleto. Will we be getting any Indonesian Pokemon sets? I've thought about it. I've had them before. I can tell you they didn't sell well when it came to trying to sell them when they graded. So I did grade them. And they were pretty hard to move. Yeah. Couldn't sell them. So Indonesian was hard to sell. Standard is fine. So that means you have $11 left over. I can get you 2 Poke Shuffles with that, but you can do anything with the $11. You had something in mind? There we go. All right. Ta-da. Now, Mark Kaplan, shipping time. Shipping time. Shipping all your Pokies. Okay, we're going to move back and forth between here in here. Okay, we're going to grab your email. So I've got your email. I'll send for another order with some shuffles and trade spots. Should I just send 11? Exactly, you can do that. That'll be perfect. So I'll go ahead and make the bag a little bit heavy so that we definitely have enough room for anything extra you add to it tonight. I remember when you had some Spanish Ruby Sapphire. Yeah, those sold occasionally. I remember I did a big restock on them, and we couldn't tell if they were searched or not because there were a bunch of cold ones in a row. And then later on, we ran into some hot ones, so it was like, maybe they were a little bit searched, but they didn't all appear to be searched. They are. I got really mad at the buyer and contacted him and cursed him out because I was pretty confident he knew. But let me see that. Ruby Sapphire Spanish Booster Box. Holy smokes. They're so expensive now. Even just the Spanish ones are like $45 each. Jesus Christ, dude. That's pricey, man. Wild. You know, maybe I should search for other Spanish Pokemon card sets that would be much cheaper. Do you guys like Spanish Pokemon card sets, or do you think that would be a hard sale? Sometimes it's hard to sell a card set if it's in Spanish or any language really other than Japanese. Like we had we had a Russian booster box break. Nobody wanted in. And then there was a gentleman who just bought the whole box outright because he wanted it. But yeah, you couldn't get any of our typical buyers. They wouldn't get into it. I'm scared to buy stuff that isn't from a trusted source. Mister's a trusted source. Here we are. Let's see. Nose ring, retard, never mind. Standard is fine. I was going through my slabs, and I have so many that I bought from you that I've just climbed. I bought a stained glass birds PSA 10 for $54. A Japanese dark Blastoise for $300. You're Tyler. I'm trying to remember your name. Tyler. Your name's not Tyler Ham, is it? T Ham. I remember you. You're old. You're from like years ago. Yeah, I remember your name. I'm trying to remember your name. You weren't Tyler Hardister, were you? And yet the Korean cards do well as long as it's a good set. English and Japanese are top tier. Every other language is in the running for third and last place. Yeah, Chinese is kind of doing pretty well right now, I'd say, because of the exclusives. So I think people kind of swallow that pill and say, okay, I collect Chinese cards now. All right, you ready? Yeah, you were going deep. Let's see. Click. Ms. Kayla says the last 5 junk packs, 3 of the 1993 Star Wars Galaxy packs, 1 Fortnite pack sealed, 2 Weiss Marvel packs, and finally shipping. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay, we got a lot for you. So shipping will go out on Monday. Mister, can I pay shipping and ship when the PSA Slabs return? Says Zorro lost my rares. Yeah, you can do that. Here's the problem though. I'm not going to remember that we have that deal for me to ship them when they come back. You need to show up when they come back. So you can pay ahead of time, but when they come back, I'm just going to have them sorted into their boxes. I'm not going to remember, okay, ship this guy's cards out as soon as they arrive. Can you give me 1 sneep? Sneep! So let's get these junk packs. You ready? 5 junk packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so technically we have 1 junk pack left. And then the junk packs are sold out once again. $3 junk packs. What's inside of them? Junk. Some people really like it. They go, hey, that's kind of fun. Some people look at the details of the cards and they go, hey, that's more than $3. Like, look at this Rick and Morty card. That might actually be kind of expensive. Here's Damien, some Korean cards, Hunter x Hunter, some Weiss waifus. Yeah, I mean, sometimes there's some decent stuff in here. Not always, though. Just keep that in mind. Even the hollow stuff are not that rare. Those different language sets are mostly gold. All right. Si, senor. We like Espanol packs. Here's Good Hustle. What the hell? What is that guy? What am I looking at? Okay. Oh, wow. That's old. You are. Damn. All right. Didn't they like redesign the characters for Seven Deadly Sins to look really stupid? All right, we got Rick and Morty again, Einfield Monster or something. Okay. Well, I feel like these last two packs have been a little bit loaded. Okay. Rick and Morty 100 times. Really funny, dude. Shut up and sit down. Oh no, sit down and shut up. Okay, I don't want to do the actual screaming. Oops. This is like stuff I get from abandoned bags. Just put in an order with the $11 store credit taken off. No rush. Sounds good. All right. Bouldering date Ruka. Rent a girlfriend. Wow. Crystal Beast. Oh, yeah. I quote that Rick line constantly. There we go. So those are those 5 packs. Now she wants 3 of the Star Wars packs. These Star Wars packs are pretty popular. We've been selling them for years, and they pretty much always sell out, and then I have to get more of them. Let's go get a new box of it right now. You know, honestly, I could just open these Star Wars boxes for myself and just grade them all myself. Well, here they are. It's like perfect. This came out of a sealed case. I heard last time I looked that these were going up in price. There you go. My husband will like the Rick and Morty cards. We have them on the menu. You can buy sealed packs of those. They are pricey. That's the downside. But that's just how it is, I'm afraid. They're just naturally pricey. Okay. So, I kid you not, these are fresh boxes, fresh packs from a freshly sealed box from a freshly sealed case. I had 2 sealed cases of this product. They're both open. I opened both cases, and that's where we're sourcing these from. It's pretty remarkable to get products so old straight from the case. Oh yeah, don't forget about these Naruto packs. You guys remember these? These are premium Naruto packs. Pretty rare. Hard to find those online. All right, so start popping these in here. Are those the ones with the Star Wars sketches in them? I don't know if they have sketches. No, I don't think they have sketches. What they do have are etched cards. Holographic etched cards. Pretty fancy. Back then in 1993, they probably weren't doing sketch cards yet. We also have these. Have you guys thought about this? Look at this Family Guy pack. That's Family Guy Star Wars. Pretty funny. We used to sell those pretty fast, but I think over time, people kind of forgot that they were there, that they existed. Okay. Do people still like Family Guy? I think Family Guy's still a little chuckle every now and then. It's getting pretty old now, you know. We've moved on to new comedies, maybe. What is the best comedy on TV right now? I wouldn't even know. Star Wars Galaxy. Now, we're opening these, is that right? And then the Fortnite pack sealed. Here's the Fortnite pack sealed. Could you show me store credit? Yes. Store credit. Here we are. CS Men 837. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's enough to buy out a whole card or a whole booster box or something. There we go. Whole booster box of Destined Rivals. Now, a Fortnite pack sealed, 2 Weiss Marvel packs, 2 Weiss Marvel packs. Let's see. 1, 2. So we need a fresh box of the Weiss Marvels too, huh? Do I have a box of it nearby? Of course I don't. I think I have to go grab a box of it. I'll be back. Okay, you ready? Only the Fortnite pack stays sealed. Okay. All right, cool. Here we are. Whew. Look, I brought in an extra box of this. We gotta get a box of this sold. And then I brought in 2 boxes of this, just in case anyone decided they wanted one. Okay, so they're pretty cheap actually. These Weiss sets don't cost very much. Fun to open. Good. Oops. Whoa. Some punchy wunchies. Put that away. Good. There we are. All right, cool, man. 3 Star Wars Galaxy, 1 Fortnite, 2 Weiss Marvels, 5 junk packs. And please let me keep any cards of my boyfriend, Cyclops. Ah, your boyfriend. There we go. Very nice. Snipping this. Your boyfriend who likes blue and yellow and spandex. Here we are. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Very good. Very nice. He's always hanging out with his friend Wolverine. What do we got here? We've got, oh. Jean Grey in the chat. Very good. Oops, that slowed down. Here's boop, 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 boop. A cold one. One more chance for something big. Hey, that's his wife. I'm his girlfriend. Yeah, who wants to be the wife? That sounds terrible, man. Think of all the responsibility, the expectations. Being the girlfriend's way more fun. All right, so you pull a little Darth Vader head. That's kind of cool. I've been playing some Star Wars Battlefront. You guys ever played that game? Ooh. It's like a really frustrating game, too. 20v20. And it's so try-hard. It's so sweaty. Fixing that. Now, here's a holo. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. There's a Dusclops right there. We're going to check the bulk for any other Dusclopses now. You ready? Spider-Man's kind of cool. That's probably a Dusclops. All right. Very good. I don't know. I don't know. He's got red hair from the looks of it. Redhead? Yikes. You did not just call Cyclops Dusclops. Did I call him Dusclops? That sounds like something I'd do. What does this one say? This one says vintage booster. Okay, we're going to put your stuff in the vintage booster bag. All right. I don't know. Put this over here. I've heard stories about Cyclops. So that fits. What about this? Come on now. We'll stick into the other bag because of the stickers. So this says Kayla Taylor on it. Alright, well, Kayla Taylor. Damn, that one-eye monster. I've heard stories about him. Let's see. Kendo Pelor. Where did Kendo Pelor get off to? I haven't heard from Kendo Pelor in a while. There you go. All right, so you've got all the stuff in your box, and then you still have 2 more bags. Let's see the different box here. Did you ever break all those Japanese booster boxes or holding on to them? Hey, what's up, Cole No Wacky? All those Japanese booster boxes. Could you tell me what you're talking about? Are you talking about like Japanese rocket booster box? Or are you talking about something else? There we go. Take a second and smash that like button for me, guys. Nah, Cyclops ain't ginger, is he? He's got red hair. I saw red hair. All right, very good. We're going to go ahead and increase the weight here, so we got plenty. Actually, you might just need 2 labels. So we might do 2 labels. Let me think about it. Depends. Yeah, let's do 2 labels. No, he has brown hair. Mister, when do you think you received the black set? Probably Monday. Probably over the weekend. It's not going to be tomorrow, I can tell you that. We're not going to get it tomorrow, but it might be Monday. It won't be that long. Actually, let's see. Pitch. I just saw a random YouTube short of yours showing Japanese booster boxes from 2 years ago. Yes. Yes, they are quite crazy. Now, let's see. All right, here it is. Let's see. How's this doing? Tracking available. Oh, it's on the way. Okay, good. The person who's shipping to me doesn't live that far from me, so it could be here pretty fast. But I don't think it's going to be here Saturday. All right. Probably Monday. So it won't be that long. All right, I'm going to close this and work on Miss Kayla's shipping. She needs 2 labels. Label number 1. Time to open a blank ton of it. Nice, I'd be happy to open it. What do you like about it? You really like that Dark Ride card, huh? Is that it? There's something else about it? It is. All right. Can you do a video on your personal booster boxes? Yeah, so I did not show those off in the latest video. I hope you guys watched that personal collection video I put out. But what I actually did was I showed off just most of my regular size slabs. And the funny part is I didn't even show off all of those. Like after the video was over, I discovered I had a lot more slabs that I didn't actually get into that video. They're just spread all over the place. That's the reason. All right, Kayla, lots of shipping for Kayla. I'm going to move this to the other shelf now. Aw, yee. Dark Ride art is fire. I need that card in a 10. Yeah. All right, let me go move this over here. Very nice. Look what I'm excited for. You know, when it comes to all the new sets, I just kind of wait a long time for their chase pull to become overgraded. Look at this. I'll be opening this. Unless you think I shouldn't. What do you guys think? Should I open this? Could be a really terrible decision. Could be a big waste of money. We'll find out. All right. It's a great video. Yeah, how is that video doing? Let me see. I haven't looked in on it. It's got about 1.1 thousand views. Not that crazy, actually. Maybe over time it gets a lot of views. So, but you know what? I've been wanting to make more content like that because I think YouTube wants me to make more content like that. Okay, so we finished your order, and now we have an order over here. Let's see. Wait, let me hit refresh on the website. Optic energy from another dimension. So we have a Ki-Hyun Row order, and he wants another box of OP15. Let me go grab that. You could personally, I find the fun in opening to get the cards I want. Let's go grab this. Did that door close? Hold on, let me close it. Guess I'll bring this warm water bottle over here. I ran out of my other drink. Might as well drink this. Warm, gross water. I only like to drink water when it's cold. Okay. So we're flying through the One Piece right now. Good. All right. Nice. I like pre-release stamps at the moment. Oh, yeah. Good. All right. Snip number one. I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous with a lot of the modern stuff. I kind of remember the euphoria of 2021 when card prices were like at all-time highs. And when a collapse kind of came in on the price, you know what actually dropped the hardest and the fastest? It was all the modern chase cards. They were all at eye-watering, you know, multiple thousands of dollars on their price tag. And yet, there were just thousands of them. And so that's where I have the most caution, probably, is with the brand new modern chase cards. I want to see how much Pokemon reprints them before I get too excited, you know? There we are. And I want to see the market cool off too. Tossing that. All right, you ready? Here's a holo. Got that nice Snorlax break. That's one of the cards I do like because he probably isn't getting printed anymore. So that card's probably not going to be high pop ever. That's what's so cool about those Black Star promos. Black Star promos usually don't suffer the overpopulation issue quite as much. Here we are. Luffy. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. Whoa, that looks cool, man. Double hit in this box, huh? All right, double hits. The COVID effect, I'd argue we're in another inflationary period. Yeah, prices are really high and haven't crashed in a while. And maybe they just never crash again. I don't know. But I am concerned about the perception around the value on modern chase cards. Did I get a Black Star promo Charizard in Slab Away or the regular non-promo? What's the name of the Slab Away? What card are we talking about? Ooh. Cool. I forgot my real name is Sergio Corona. Oh, yeah, okay, give me a second. Slab Away. You have PSA 10 Charizard EX $100. Ooh, I didn't write down if it was a Black Star promo. Do you remember what the card looked like, or, you know? It's probably not a Black Star promo. You know why I say that? Because I can't remember having a Black Star promo Charizard. It is. Black Star promos are, Oh, I think I know it. You have a Phantasmal Flames Charizard, isn't it? It's a Phantasmal Flames Charizard. And it's a GX, and it's a lovely card, and it's just kind of a pricey card to get in the 10. Here we are. No, that one's not a Black Star promo. Black Star promos, I think if we had a Black Star Pro in Charizard, it would be really expensive. Here we are. We got this guy with the bazooka. So it wouldn't be 100, it'd be like 1,000. Okay. All right, here's a holo. And here's a holo. Lovely. Good. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, lovely. Okay. Let's jump over here. All right. You're having this. All right. Decent. You know, draw 27 at the moment. Okay, very nice. Now we finished that, and now we have a Mark Kaplan order for 10 Poke Shuffles, 4 trade spots in the Gyarados. Plus, can you check my bag for any additional trade spots? You got it. So 4 spots in the Gyarados. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Gyarados could pop off tonight, guys. Gyarados is going to get close. Put you down as Mark. Mark K. Okay, and Mark K. There goes. We ought to have a trade break be for 1 spot in the Tyranitar sublist. Wouldn't that be funny? Because that would be like, let's say a bunch of people bought in for $5, you know, to get a sublist spot in a Tyranitar break. Imagine that person wins the sublist, and then they go on to pull the Tyranitar. Well, they would have pulled it for just $5. So just the idea of that is really entertaining, you know. All right, here's the trade bag. Let's count them up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're up to 13. So there's 7 spots left on Gyarados, but they're only $5 each, so there's not much left. 13 it is. Good. And 10 Poke Shuffles. Here goes, guys. 10 Poke Shuffles. Dooby-dooby-doo. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 goes to the back. I want to watch One Piece, but 1,000 episodes is going to take a good chunk of my life. You could watch sort of like a Cliff Notes video. Oh, that's a cold round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Rough round in the Poke Shuffles. The box is a little bit hotter now. We'll get you a bonus card, okay? You want a little bonus card? We'll get you a little Marky Mark bonus card. How about this Yoshi right here? He's a good one. Looks like he is an easy 10, too. So you get this little Yoshi graded and flip him for $100, okay, Mark? Now let's go over to your bag, Mark. Trying to slide away there. Let's go over to your bag, which we had set up to go out and ship. But you're going to make me an offer on some of your junk, right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to do an offer on the junk. These little booster packs go over here. All right, what we got going on? You get to keep this nice Yoshi. Here's some Korean holos. You got some standard holos. That's just a bulk card. Okay, a couple more holos here. Got an EX, couple EXs. All right, there's a little unsleeved EX. That's just a Korean card. Snow Runt could be a full $5 by himself if you want. Okay. You probably want to keep that. Some more Korean cards. Here's some Japanese hollow bulk. Oop. All right. And some of this, some of this, some of these. Technically, this is an Umbreon. I mean, if you think it's a hit, you can treat it like a hit. Okay, I think there's, if I had to guess at this point, there's a gazillion of those out there by now. Ooh, there's a packet of hollows. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the packets of hollows. Here's a little bit of hollows. Okay. All right. All right. So we could significantly reduce the size of your bag if you don't like your bad EXs, which, in my opinion, most of them are bad. Wow, I forgot about this. Wait a second. I forgot you had this. That's why you're ordering the priority. Okay, so your bag needs to have a warning on it. Expensive. All right, so we're going to take care of you on that. I forgot about that. You reminded me. Let's see. Little Crobat. Still lots of EXs in here. You got a little rocket walkie-talkie. I don't know how you feel about walkie-talkies. Let's see. Well, that's a big card, man. That Gengar is a big deal, man. All right. Did you guys know he pulled this? Look at this. I swear, we stopped selling quite as many Ascended Heroes after that got pulled. Isn't that interesting? All right. Look at that Yoshi. Yo. All right, but we've actually sold a pretty good chunk of Ascended Heroes already since he's pulled it, if you didn't know that. Yeah, a good chunk of them have already moved. We've moved on to the next case of them, if you didn't know that. But that's because the cases are pretty small, actually. The cases are 36 packs per case. They're really small. All right. I've tried to order on the website several times, and it's blocking me all over. Just made an order. Never mind. I think it finally worked. Yeah, it's bank security, so you're probably getting notifications from your bank asking, hey, is this really you? So there's a lot of bank security. All right, so check this out. You got all these cards here, and if we were to go by hollows first, let's grab this. Let's grab these. And let's grab these. So based off of this, you really don't have enough hollows for $5. And then you have a lot of EXs. I don't know how much I want to spend per EX. I really don't. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10. Is that worth $5? I'd be buying them at 50 cents each. I mean, maybe. I could just restuff them back into like the live customs. I think that if we went to a bulk buyer, they would not offer 50 cents per card. But I don't know. I can't make up my mind on it. Maybe like 33 cents per card. I think it's because a lot of the times, many of these are not very valuable. So maybe like 15 for $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's $3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's $3. And then you got a couple left over, and you got this little chunk of hollows. I don't know. I can't really make a deal out of those. It's too small. But that could be $15 right there. You want to sell those for $15? You could. You could sell those for $15. Let me see if I can get something in there. I like these Misty's Gyarados. If you tossed him in there, I'd count that as $5. So there you have it. What do you think about this, okay? So that would be $20 if you wish. Let's do the Snow Runt for $5, okay? Snow Runt, he's definitely made out of snow. He's just some derpy ass Snow Runt. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Was he at the front? Let's see. Togekiss. I know he's in here. You have these two Zekrums. Those are nice. Let's see. There he is. Snow Runt. $5 by himself. He says, sure, let's do it. Okay, so 5, 10, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You're at $25. You're trading in, not exactly chase cards, but just little cards. Cards I can work with with all the live customs and stuff like that. We are. Low margin cards. Let's call them that. All right. Low margin cards rapidly becoming a hit. All right, Mr. Mark, I'm going to put this label back in. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to write expensive. And I'm going to instruct Alexis on how to ship this. Or maybe I should just be the one to ship it. Maybe she shouldn't even touch it. She does a really good job, though. I've trained her. If I write expensive on the label, it means double box. But you see, if I do it myself, then I don't have to worry that she does it right. Okay, so let's give you 5 of these. Perfect. I already have Snow Runt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you guys can do that any of the time. If you already have like a Snow Runt or some other AR, you can just trade it in. Some other tricks, you guys are allowed to, I'll put you down as MK, okay? You're MK now. If you guys have a card in your bag that you want to sell ungraded, you can do that. We have consigning of raw cards now. That's a new thing. All right, there it is. So there's 3 in there. That leaves, well, that's 5. And that's 13. There's 2 spots left, I think. Maybe I should recount it. So we just did a little $25 trade there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 2 spots left. Anyone else who ever wants to trade those EXs in, 15 for $5, I'm down for that. All right, let's see. Reminder for your upcoming order. We have a Walmart order coming up, and it's so full of like drinking water and stuff. That's one of the tricks I do now. I love delivery, and I love to have all the heaviest crap delivered. So I have like, you know, like, okay, you're going to get us, you know, 2 cases of water, a case of Gatorade, you know what I mean? The cat litter. I love doing that. And then if we go shopping at like Walmart, we just buy, you know, whatever, like the light stuff. Maybe that's not good. Maybe I'm missing some exercise, but I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. Okay, no ZELLE orders tonight. And now we have an order from Joseph Smith, who says 1 Pokey Shuffle. Here goes Joseph Smith. Oh, we got to get this guy listed, the Magneto. Guy, that's a cool one, huh? Gold Refractor Magneto. I do that, but they always leave it far from my door. Oh, yeah, they do that here, too, a little bit. Whoa, look at you, the 1 card snipe. So lucky. All right, let's go grab that Wobbuffet. I do that with Costco, kind of a no-brainer. I've thought about getting a job doing like grocery delivery or like DoorDash, just because Karis and I are so lonely and we have nothing to do. We get really bored, and you know, if we had some kind of job to do where we got out of the house and maybe even did a little exercising, that'd be kind of cool. Wouldn't it be nice to get out, make a little side cash delivering? But see, here's the deal. If I did it, I'd have to buy an economy car. I couldn't use my RAV4 to do that. It'd be such a waste of mileage. All right, he's down to 25. What are you thinking? Re-roll him or keep him? I'm excited to see Hidden Fate Shiny Zard when he gets here. Oh, yeah, that was another big card we pulled. What are we thinking here? Joseph Smith, is he watching? I don't know if he's watching. I'm just going to give it to him. Okay. Boop. Oops. Ta-da! Good. Next up, NHCC. Jump me in the Snorlax. Hey, how's it going, NHCC? There you go. All right. So the Snorlax, he is the heartbreak break. He's up to 2 out of 10. There he is, 2 out of 10, everybody. Gyarados, Poker, and the Ekans. Gyarados, Poker, okay, and the Ekans. What's up, Mr. NHCC? How's life going for you today? So that's the trade break he's jumping into, which means there's a single spot left. And here's the Ekans. It's a gym break. Who's joining him in this gym break? Gym break Ekans. We need one more person. $25. You got the Sexy Maiden. How's your scorecard looking? You're 4 and 3. Oh, you're pretty far up there. Remember, the person who wins at the end of 90 days gets a special role in Discord called the Battle Tower Ribbon. There it is. All right. So that's waiting for one more person. And now, who's next? Mr. Mark. So we did 307, and number 308 is Reed Morin. Hey, Mr. Reed Morin. He says 10 of those Twilight Masquerades. All right, 10 of the Twilight Masquerades. Did we actually reprice these after we ran out? We probably did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're buying them much faster than I anticipated. I only have the one box, so I think with the new box already almost halfway sold, we better go restock it. This, so we better get another box of the Twilight Masquerade. That way we have it as soon as it runs out. Yeah, Twilight Masquerade doesn't move that fast all the time. You ready? Sneep. All right, we got the Sneeps in. Very good. Our friend Mr. Reed Morgan stopping in. T-Ham stopped in too, huh? We got, look at that Snorlax. He's kind of cool. We had a couple old guys popping in saying hi, huh? Here's Dragapult. Oh, yeah, Dragapult. T-Ham came in. He was talking about all the slabs he got by hanging out here and, you know, playing around in our card shop. And that they all went up in price over time. We got Carmine. Look at that Carmine. Whoa. Okay, Carmine. Here's... What? This guy sold me the wrong box. He should have opened it. Wow, Reed Morin, can you believe it? And it looks well centered. Dear baby Jesus, you think the back of the card's gonna be hot? Let's see. Oh man, oh, it's close. It's close. All right, I'm holding my breath for you because it is off center, left to right. Ooh, we don't know. We don't know. It depends on how nice PSA is gonna treat you. It's all gonna come down to whether the grader got sex that night with his girlfriend or if she had a headache. So it's going to come down to the generosity of the grader. Damn, dude. So fast, so easy. Fezan Zippity. Walk and Wake. Not to be confused with Walking Asleep. Ting Lu. Limit. And Unfair Stamp. I don't know why I sleeve that. It's a junk card. Holy man. Mr. Reed Morin doing so well. How about that, man? I'm glad you went deeper tonight. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and order another box of this. Wow, that's a crazy lucky box. I mean, some guy just sold me that box and he had no idea that it had the Greninja in it. He should have opened it. I had that happen in the past one time. I bought this Hidden Fates tin from a dude. It was just one tin, and it had like 4 packs in it. And I opened the 4 packs for myself for once. And it was SV49 Charizard. He's like impossible to pull, but that one tin had it. And I thought to myself, if only the seller had known how close he was. Twilight Masquerade Boosty Box. Sneep, baby. That's right. Sneep. All right. Very good. Now, we need a fresh box of this. So, let's see. Why do they make this so hard? Let's use this as a tool. Here, let's do this. All right. Hit enter. All right, there we go. That's looking better. Let me look into this. I'm curious about this. 16 blisters, huh? What do the blisters actually contain? Anything interesting? You know, those blister sets with like the bonus cards, they're interesting sometimes because you get those gradable bonuses. And every now and then, those bonuses they stack up. All right, so I think I have a box chosen here. And let's see what it looks like with taxes these days. I can't believe we just got so lucky with that. That was fantastic. Okay, we're going to hit confirm and pay on that. So let's see what this is. There's a 400 divided by 36. Says I should be selling them for $15.50. So for now, we'll just stick to the $15 price tag. It looks like we're on track already. Getting close, though. Pretty soon, it'll bump to 16. All right, very good. Reed Morin. Spicing up the night with the Reed Morin. Do you like the website, by the way? That's pretty new still, the website is. All right, I don't see any orders in the menu. In the queue, I mean. So that means there's one spot on this Gyarados for $5. Who's buying it? Who's buying it? Maybe we should give it to Miss Alexis. She came in and got the work done today. So I went in and looked this up. I found the David Morris slab. I did not find Justin Kim slab. Chris G's got 2 grill cards I got to consign. And we already took care of the roast Snorlax. All right, so let's see. What's this? So this is probably an abandoned card right here. I grabbed a couple slabs out of those boxes. You know, we get abandoned slabs just like we get abandoned slabs just like we get abandoned booster bags. So this guy was last here in November 2024. This is abandoned. All right, that's coming back to me. It was a giveaway slab, and he hasn't been here for 2 years. This one, I'm going to check this one next. Mr. Allen. Well, there's going to be a lot of Allens, I bet. Let's try this. Okay, let's try his full name. I had to try like 10 times to get my credit card to work, but I fought through. It was meant to be. Good job, man. Imagine you didn't fight. Imagine you gave up. All right. I can't even find this guy. Oh, here goes. Oh, my God. This is from 2023. Wow, this one's really old. 2023, you say. Is that right? That is Korean Master Ball Nidorina. So weird. So particular. All right. And now we have an order from... Not an order. This guy. Let's see if this guy's around. These were slabs I suspect are abandoned. This guy was last here in March. Okay, so he was from March this year. I'm going to go ahead and update his slab to say 3.26. So his slab is going back down. He's not gone. And he's kind of gone. And then here's the Chris Gonzalez slab. That's going to get consigned. And this one's going to get consigned. So those are ready for consignment. Who's this? So here's another one that I suspect is abandoned. I just test really old ones out. Okay. This might have been a free one. Yeah. I don't even have an order at all from this guy. So this was likely free. Somebody named Christian Guy. Christian Guy. And here's a slab marked for 924. It's a nickname, too. It's so weird. So this one has been tested before. Let's try over here. Okay, so this returns nothing. So this one is from 9/24. We're marking it abandoned. Here's... Why is this one abandoned? Oh, because of the placement of the sticker and the price of the slab. The slab's so cheap that it makes me suspect it's very old. Here he is. This guy was last here in, wow, January of 2024. So it's almost been 3 years since this guy was here. Look what he left behind. He actually left behind a decent card. He bought this for very little almost 3 years ago. It's probably a little more now. This I have been avoiding taking for some time because I like this guy, but he hasn't been here in a really long time. So I'm going to double check his name and just see the last time he was here. They asked me bank security check on $5 purchase, security top notch. Yeah, that's pretty harsh. All right. Well, yep. Okay, so this is Joey Barton, and he just had one order in January of 2025, and it said, "It's Joey B. I miss you, mister. It's been a long time. Da-da-da-da-da-da. New bag." So I think he has abandoned this. That was January of 2025. Obviously, that is almost 2 years ago. Here's a Justin Leach, huh? Let's see. I don't recognize that name at all. This one is from 2023. That's the last time Justin Leach was here, was 2023. Another abandoned Cardconomist graded card. That happened with a lot of Cardconomist cards. This one also has me suspecting it was abandoned. All right, he's not in here. Let me try over here. All right, I can't seem to find this guy at all. Let me try here. Hold on, wait a second. Let me try again. Ah, here he is. So he was last here on 6/25. Okay, I'm going to write that down. This one's going to go back down. It's just not old enough for me. This needs to be older. So it's officially over a year old. So it's technically abandoned, but we're going to give him like maybe another year even. All right, the reason this one's almost certainly abandoned is because, look, that's John's old handwriting. There's 9 tails. Look at that. There's a smudge up there. I don't like that smudge. It's unprofessional looking. I might just crack it and get the 9 tails out, actually. So this one might get cracked. I don't want slabs running around that look bad. Okay. We're going through some abandoned slabs. Let's take a break from that and check the queue now. We got a couple abandoned slabs to sell off. Yeah, look at what gets abandoned. So that's a Cardconomist card, an 8.5. This is literally like 3 years old, but he just left it almost 3 years. An 8, another Cardconomist card, a 9. And then this card, which was almost certainly a giveaway, Need Arena Korean. All right, cool. Fun. We're going to set these up for Chris Gonzalez now. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to go with these prices real fast. These are becoming consignment slabs. I sent a Discord message. It's John Paul Geraldo. How's it going, man? Can't imagine leaving my stuff without shipping. Well, I mean, if you were looking at what got abandoned, it was all really weird stuff. Stuff that was given away. Old Cardconomist slabs. Maybe people had a card encapsulated and they just forgot about it. Because that would happen sometimes. Or, you know, just a really cheap card. Especially for that time period. Like the Need Arena Rainbow 8 3 years ago would have been like a $40 card. Now maybe it's like a $75 card, but it's still not expensive. So that's a very consistent thing. People tend to abandon cards that they don't want to ship. So they go, I don't care about it. I'm going to ask 55 on this one starting out. Okay, Chris Gonzalez, 2 consignment slabs. We have one person in this Ekans. Good. We got a little task done in between orders. Let's see what's going on next. I'm the task master. So you won't sell the nine tails. I could, but the encapsulation job was pretty poor looking. It didn't look very professional. And so for me, it's actually pretty tempting to just destroy those, to get the card out and not have that running around. Okay, we got to read more, and we already did that one. Good. It looks like we actually have some time. I don't see any fresh orders, so we have a little bit of time with each other. Let's keep going. Let's keep going on this stuff I was working on. I'll leave this in here because we didn't find anything for Justin Kim. But here we go. So, One Piece, 500 years into the future, error slab. See the blue goop? That was an error. And considering this one graded 9 and the others graded 10, I bet this was a giveaway. I bet this is an abandoned giveaway. Like, somebody who's never buying stuff with me probably pulled this, and then he just never reached out to get it shipped. That happens a lot. We host these giveaways, right? And sometimes somebody who's not really from our group wins. Just a random on YouTube. And then he doesn't reach out to get it shipped. So it just sits in the box forever. All right, we want this to be a buy it now card. And here it is. So it's a $40 card. Thought someone closed the trade break. Did they? I didn't see that order. Did someone buy the last spot in the trade break? Okay, so there's Monkey D. Luffy. Latios, graded 10. Cool, isn't it? Back then, I would go through some donated holos. People would simply donate the holos. We didn't have the trade break back then. And so somebody would donate holos, and I would take those and say, thank you for donating them. I'm going to get one encapsulated, and then we're going to give it away. So I would pre-grade them and pick a 10 out, and then I'd have John encapsulate it, and then the giveaway that day would be a Cardconomist 10, like this Latios. Okay. And the price on it, I don't know what the price should be. We'll set it to 40 for now. Okay. Need Arena, this was likely abandoned because it wasn't very expensive. Back then, it might have been like a $25 card, or maybe all the way up to 40. Still might not be very expensive. Need Arena is not exactly what everyone's jumping out of bed for, so. All right, there we go. Let's look it up. PSA Topps Rainbow Nidorina. I feel you, comrade, but he would never leave my collection. Okay, let's see. There's no information. There's nothing like this. Let me check sold. Yeah, that's not helpful. Oh, wait a second. We had a rule on that it had to be over a certain price. Oh, perfect. Here's one that just sold. Look at that. Okay, so we have one that just sold. It's going to be $34. All right. Pretty cheap, actually. I'll say 35 because I like round numbers. All right, so that's going to be 35. Rainbow Nidorina. Super affordable. This guy, on the other hand, he's going to cost a little money. So this Meowth. Okay. Now, let's find out what he's going for. You ready? Cody, check Discord. Let's see. We're going to say PSA 10 Meowth. I should say CGC Meowth, but we're going to check PSA and CGC because it's pretty rare to find one of these graded 10. So here is one graded 10 by PSA for 400. All right, now we're going to check CGC as well. Boy, I feel like we haven't opened any Topps packs in a while. We should open up a Topps pack. I miss it. All right, and I have nothing to compare it to. I don't have anything to compare it to at all. So I'm just going to go off of the PSA price. We got a pristine Meowth. We're going to go with $400. So that card went up over time since being abandoned. And then here is a Rainbow Hypno. And it's in one of those old blue labels, huh? Cool. Okay. Can I see it again? Pray. Can I see what again? The Greninja? Are you saying you want to see the Greninja again? This guy did really good tonight. You know, why didn't we put this in a top loader? You know, back in the day, we never used top loaders. Remember that? We do top loaders now, Mr. Reed, but I forgot to put yours in one. All right. I personally don't feel they need top loaders to be safe. Okay, there it is. So some off-centering on the back. The front looks really good, though. I'm betting on at least a 9. If you get a 10, it's going to be some great luck, because it looks like it could pretty easily be a 9. Great luck tonight for you, Mr. Reed. Hey, maybe there's another set you open, you pull another SIR. You never know. Could happen. I've seen it happen. Yes. All right. How much for the 9-tails? So you won't sell the 9-tails. Hold on, let me go ahead and price this guy up for like 40. Okay, so this guy's 40. Let me take a look at the 9-tails. Okay, so I was thinking of just getting rid of it. So as you can see on the label, there's like a smudge over there. I'm not satisfied with this handiwork is what I'm saying. I guess if you don't mind the smudge, I'm still open-minded to selling it. Let me see what it should probably go for. Cardos, 9-tails. Hello, mister. How are you this morning? Hello, Dawn. How are you? So we want the cheapest one of these. I'll send you 10 for right now. 10? $10? No, the raw card costs more than $10. If I crack that out of there, the raw card will cost like, maybe like 25. All right, let's see. So I'm looking for some equivalent to a 5 or something. Let's see. Not really finding too many options. I think it'd be about 25. I don't know. I actually haven't looked in a long time. So it looks like it would probably be around $30 to $35 as a 5. And then I actually don't know what it sells for ungraded, to be honest with you. I was just kind of teasing. Yeah, no, I was right. I'm seeing them priced. I see one right here in the United States around 25. Here's one for 19. So, and then, you know, you have the value of the grading itself. But so obviously what I could do with the card like that is just send it off to CGC for their bulk grading and just see what happens to it. Man, how did it get a 5 anyways? Yeah, there's some stuff down here. Stuff here, splotch. Bad edge there. The centering on the front's pretty clean, though. I think a 5, you know, it would be an interesting experiment to crack this and send it to CGC and see if it gets a 5. And then after it's done grading with CGC, we'd probably end up trying to sell it for about 40 anyways. So I would probably do 30 for that. I'll do 32. We are. All right. All right. 32. Good. Lovely. Let's see. We were pricing up more stuff. What's this? Look at this. So here's Dendra. One day there will be no more Cardconomist slabs at all up on this table for sale ever again. And it's because we'll have sold them all. All the abandoned ones that have been sitting down in the shipping boxes for like 3 years, they'll all have been found and put up on this table, and they'll all be gone. So you're looking at really the scraps or what's left over. It's not much. This Dendra, I can see that John left a gap right there. Wish I could tell them, get in there and expand the size of the, you know what I mean? The labels are handmade, you know, so it's easy to leave those quality issues in there. I mean, it's not terrible looking. It's just my eyes notice it. If the Dendra name had been a bit larger, that would fill that gap in. You're not doing grading anymore? We still do it. It's not very common. If you go over to the extended menu, here it is, Cardconomist grading, it costs $40 per card. So you could actually request Cardconomist grading, and I would have to go get it done for you. We did a couple fresh ones recently, and I believe there's one in the queue right now. So it's still around. I have to do it from beginning to end, and I don't really advertise it very much. I'm not trying to give myself a lot of cards to grade, essentially. My time's better used doing other things. So it's more like a little favor I'm doing for you. It's more rare for me to do it now. If I hired and trained somebody to do it, we could do it all day long. And maybe I'm missing out on that. You know, maybe Alexis should know how it all works. Oh, this is actually pristine 10. Look at that. I gave this one a pristine. I didn't notice that before. So, you know, maybe with Alexis, we should have already trained her up and taught her how to do it all. But I asked her today, in fact, and she did not show a lot of interest. Alexis, I don't think she's really a card collector, guys. I think that's what it comes down to. She's cool, though. She's reliable. She does a great job with the shipping. And there's some benefits to having somebody who's working with you who is not interested in Pokemon. The benefit is you never really have to be worried about that person, you know, getting involved in the business in a negative way. Like let me put it this way. Like, I remember with John, he would do a thing sometimes where he would encapsulate his own cards, right? And I had to tell him he can't do that. Alexis is never going to do that because she's not interested. And when you give Alexis a card, she doesn't know what it is. So she doesn't know when she's holding a $50 card or a $2,000 card. And I guess there's like a benefit to that. You know, I never really worry about her doing anything dishonest because she has no clue what's going on with the cards. So she doesn't understand the value she's holding in her hand. She doesn't understand it. And yeah, I kind of like that a little bit. It's kind of nice. It's like if you hired, did you know, like diamond companies, they hire little old ladies to work on the diamonds because they steal less. And I remember learning that years ago, and I think about it all the time, actually, because we have something kind of similar to diamonds. We have Pokemon cards, and I think about that. I go, gee, I wonder if I could hire a little old lady to do the shipping. She wouldn't have a clue what to do with all these cards, you know? So the odds of something being stolen goes down. So this card's really cheap. This is not an expensive card, this Dendra. This is going to be for, believe it or not, it's going to be for $35. And now we know why it was abandoned, because it was never very expensive. There it goes. All right. Ignorance is bliss. Yeah. I miss the good old days, says the collector. Yeah. Yeah, I wish John had just not made any, you know, not gotten himself in any trouble. I wish he had never gotten in any trouble. And then he could just be still working with us, and life would look very different right now, I think. You never made the training videos to encapsulate for her. Yeah, it's true. I should probably make those videos. I ask her if she just wants to go learn, and she doesn't show like any kind of heavy enthusiasm. Maybe we could still get her to do it if I told her exactly what the label should say. So like, you see how the label's got all this information on it? Maybe when I grade the card, I should then make a fake label for her to fill out. So I say Dendra triplet beat -SR #092 2023 Pokemon S ampersand V JPN, you know what I mean? Like that. And then if I actually do like a fake label for her, she can just go down and copy it perfectly. And she doesn't have to actually do any thinking about what is this card. Like, what I'm trying to say is I can remove the identification step and the label design step for her. I can remove those two steps. And then she just has to print it up on the piece of software, make some adjustments to the size of the text occasionally, make sure that this number ticks forward appropriately, update there's a Microsoft Excel file with all the data in it. And then after that, she would print the label and get the encapsulation portion done. it's still a lot of work. So even if I made the label for her, designed it for her, she still has a lot of work to do on her side. But it would definitely alleviate some of the work for me. All right. Too bad I came through now than before. What happened to John? John got himself in trouble. He was like fighting with the dude online. And yeah, they had a bad fight. And yeah, he just got himself in trouble. One thing John did that he shouldn't have done is he didn't have his car up to date with like proper license plates. And so he got himself pulled over and lost the car really fast. And, you know, once he had no car, it's like, well, you can't show up to work. And then, you know, so he was fighting with this other guy and it got pretty yucky and I didn't want anything to do with it. All right, let's see. Yeah, he was struggling. It's a long story. Can we do a gym battle for the Ninetales? Yeah, absolutely. One day I'll write a book and we'll talk about all the fun memories of this table or something. I don't know. Maybe not. All right. So here we have Ki Hyun Ro. He says 1 Poker Gyarados break and 1 Luffy PSA 9 slab. All right, it's all yours. It's going to be Ro, Ki Hyun. There we are. Rip John. Yeah. I helped him out after he got in trouble. I helped him out by giving him pretty much a place to stay. And he needed to like save up, and he moved back to Hawaii. And I think he's still kicking it today. So he's okay. Here's Poker Gyarados. He's going in. All right. Does anyone do gym battles on more expensive cards or just the cheaper stuff? You're welcome to do a gym battle on an expensive card. You have to find a partner to do that with. We have a channel in Discord that you can, you know, you can go looking for people or tell them what you want to break on. I guess in theory, you could do a really expensive card. A lot of the times, the gym breaks are just a little dorky little card, you know. All right, here is the trade break going off. Okay. I found Miss Alexis after around the time we were needing to replace John. I went into high overdrive. I was stressed. I was working really hard. And I must have interviewed like 4 people, and they all sucked. They were all terrible. And then I ran into Miss Alexis at Walmart. I was just checking some food out and telling her about an interview that I just had with somebody that was no good. And I mentioned a job, and she was kind of interested. And then, you know, I gave her more details. And I was going to walk away, but then I kind of paused. I said, "Are you interested?" And then we exchanged information. 1, 2. I didn't have like a business card or anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, there it is. And she's been with us now, I think, for about 2 years, and she's done a pretty good job. Yeah, actually, people kind of talk really well about her shipping style and the quality, so I hear nothing but positive things. We haven't had a lot of errors in the shipping, and usually if there is a mistake, it's like she was abundantly cautious, or she didn't know there was an extra item that was weird, or I made a mistake, like I misspelled someone's name or something. So usually it's not her fault ever. It is. She does a really good job. Here we are. There's just one downside. I can't get her excited about card encapsulation. Maybe it's not that much of a girl kind of job, you know. It's almost like a car mechanic kind of job, I feel like. If you like being a car mechanic or working with your hands, because shipping's almost like a retail type job, right? It's comfortable in a certain way. But card encapsulation is almost a dirty job. It is. It's like you better be a tinkerer, the kind of person who likes to take things apart and put them back together again. All right. Didn't you have John working in the basement with AC? Yeah, it was kind of, it's kind of a cushy job. It's a very large basement, a finished basement with like carpet and all that. There's a couch, and You can come and go as you please. And there's like a couple security cameras, though, on the inside. And then you just clock in when you want, clock out when you're done. So we don't really micromanage you or anything. And then it pays really well. It's like $25 an hour. Okay, give me a number. Actually, give me two numbers. I'd love to encapsulate cards, so I don't know about that. Yeah, it's a technically it's a desk job. Most of the time you're sitting down until you got to work the machine. Okay, Carp is 8. Cody Hodges is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, there it goes. Now, when it comes to the trade break, they work a little bit differently. There's no booster packs or anything. Everyone bought an energy card. And the person who pulls the Gyarados this card right on top after the split. So really simple. Actually, we did all our breaks this way in the past. They were really fast. Boop. Look at that. Is Cody watching? Look at that. Cody even chose one of the numbers. To Cody from NHCC. Happy birthday. Wow, that's crazy. So Cody got it on his birthday card. He goes, yeah. Hey, mister, just an idea, but possibly pay a bonus for Alexis after so many encapsulations to motivate her spirits. She might be money motivated. She doesn't strike me as being super money motivated. She likes to kind of come over and conversate a little bit, and her and Karis will talk for a while, and they just talk about, stuff like life or like pets or something like that. So, I think the job's very comfortable, and so I think she likes it for that one reason. And then, if I pushed really hard and said, you got to get the work done, I think the job could then be kind of uncomfortable, really fast. It stops feeling like a nice thing you're doing, and it starts to feel like a real job at some point. Yeah, but her focus in life, you can tell her focus in life is she has a daughter, and so she's raising a very young daughter right now. All right, Mr. Cody. This is like extra cash for her in a way. Yeah, if I could get her to do the encapsulations, that would be great. Ooh, we could lower the price. So if she was doing the work, we could pretty quickly lower the price to like $20. It is. Lock her in the office. Nah, I'm not doing that. All right, so to everyone else, sorry for the tough luck. Cody Hodges' luck is today. Mark went pretty deep in there. I'm going to give Mark some more bonus cards. I feel a little bad for Mark. He went real deep in that one. Here you go, Mark. Check this out. Watch this, Mark. You got 1, 2. Mark, I was going to give these away anyways. There you go, Mark. I'll get you some more of these Mario cards. These are actually vintage Mario cards. I don't always grade all of them. So, I don't normally grade this one, but it is gradable. Flying Koopa, Buzzy Beetle or something like that. Whatever this guy's name is, he's one of the Bowser babies. And Betty Boop baby. All right, the store credit card, mister. The store credit card. You wanted to keep that, but I just tossed it in the trash. Is that what you're about to tell me? Oh, what do we do with Mark's stuff? Is Mark's stuff over here? Yep, here it is. All right. So a couple more bonuses for you. Can I keep the card for memories? Yes. I'm going to go dig it out of the trash because I just tossed it in the trash. Please tell me it's easy to find. Got it. That makes a lot of sense, Cody. All right, very good. It was a 1 in 20 odds. How nice. I closed out the Ekans as well to test the bad luck. Some nights are hot. Some nights are you doing a little bit of socialism, a little bit of communism. It is. Tonight, your brother Mark. All right. Cool, man. Cool, baby. So we finished Mr. Ki-Hyun Rowe. And now we're moving on to Cody Hodges, who says, for the Ninetales Gym Battle. J-I-M, Gym. Did you already have a card? I feel like you did not. This is your one-time Gym Battle card, right? It's definitely your one-time gym battle card. Trickle down economics. Yeah. It is. Huh. I've heard of trickle down economics and it doesn't work. I'll tell you what works, guys. Communism. I want double communism right now. There are. Okay, so we have one person in on the Nine Tails. Good. It's a $16 break, by the way. Did somebody already join this? Do I need to set it all up? I bet you somebody else already bought in, didn't they? And now we have Mr. Carlos Chaveras. So he got the other half of it. All right, Carlos Chaveras. What is a gym? What's the name Jim? And Jim was a gym. Carlos Chaveras. Boop. So you got no wins and one loss. So Carlos is in a position to feel the burn. Feel the burn, body. Okay. Cody goes on the left side. Carlos goes on the right side. Let's go grab the battle deck. Here's our battle deck. One person gets Nine Tails tonight. You could get double luck tonight, Cody. You could actually be pretty lucky. We'll see what happens. Also bought some packs with the order. Forgot I shipped. Can whatever comes out just be thrown in my shipping bag? Yeah, absolutely. Yep. All right. I gave you those bonus Mario cards. Those are good, okay, Mark? If you don't know that, those are actually pretty good. I never really bothered grading the whole deck. I just grade a couple of the hottest ones. But if those grade 10 were like CGC or something, and they very likely will, they'll probably sell for around $65 to $100. So it's a pretty good gift. Now, Gyarados, 180. Oh, you almost got him. 140 Articuno, but Gyarados is stronger. Round 1 goes to Mr. Cody. Round 2. Oh, Chin Piao is good. Oh, but it doesn't beat Skeledirge. You're tied up now. Oh, wouldn't it have been lovely if you weren't tied up? All right, tie-breaking round. Tapu Lele, kind of weak. And it loses to Lugia. No! All right, we can't be lucky all night long. I'm sorry. Well, you had extremely wildly good luck with the Gyarados, but the Nine Tails is going to be Mr. Carlos Chaveras'. Boop. Chen Pao, my favorite Pokemon. All right. Now, Carlos will be getting a 1. Okay. And Cody will be getting a -1. Good. I tried to watch a TV show, Daryl Dixon, a Walking Dead spinoff. It was so bad. It was so freaking unwatchable. I couldn't believe it. It was 100% slop. From beginning to end, it was slop. I couldn't stand it. They're in France, but everyone's speaking English. Like, yeah, right, bro. And then I started it actually on season 2, because from what I understand, season 3 is about to come out. And season 2 kind of focuses, I guess, on Carol trying to find Daryl. And it was just like, yawn. It was so boring, dude. I was bored to tears the whole time. I was like, oh my God. All right. I started watching a show called Deadwood. Nice. I started watching a show called Hardwood, but it wasn't on TV. It was on the internet. So here's Mr. Mark. He says, close out the Ekans break 7, nihil 0 packs. You got it. So the Ekans break is completed. Is NHCC here? He might want to see the outcome. Let's see. Love the Nine Tails, but having to win the poker card is my first one. Nice, dude. That was extremely lucky, by the way. 1 in 20 odds. Pretty dang lucky. Okay, let's see. Wait, you don't have a card either? Okay, so Mark Kaplan's getting a card. Mark, welcome to the world of gym breaks. You have a 50% chance of missing. It is essentially like a coin toss, okay? So if it misses, can't have any hard feelings because it's half the time. NHCC was in there first. He's going to be on the left side. Notice how he gets like a specialty grill card. That costs $5, and then I just set it up for you. And at the end of 90 days, all of these kind of scorecards, they all get thrown away. Anyone who had a specialty card, it goes into their bag. So it's like a little bonus fee. All right, let's see. Gyarados is a solid first poker card. It's a beauty. It's a desirable card for sure. Costs a lot in a 10. Hope you saw my massage. He says, I did not see your message. Oh, you mean a Discord? I haven't read it. I'm sorry. Are you going to say take the Pikachu down? Let's see what you say. Maybe you're going to say reprice the Pikachu. Let's see. So I can't buy anything with crypto right now. My Coinbase account is it's not locked. I can use it, but it warned me not to use it for business. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to break the rules. I have to open like a business account with Coinbase. It's so annoying. All right, here we are. Let's see. But despite that, even if I could do that, I'm afraid I would not have an interest in that Pikachu personally. Here it is. Unless it was like weirdly cheap. Here's some advice though. We could send that off to CGC, Mark, and if you get like a pristine 10 on it with CGC, you're gonna find it easier to sell the card. So you can right now, our CGC grading middleman option is just $28. So for $28, we'll take the card, send it to CGC, and then you'll have a shot at it grading pristine. When it comes back, if it does get the pristine, you'll be able to sell it for more money, and it'll probably sell easier too. All right, here goes. Ceruledge versus Ditto. Now, the good news about Ditto is he can't lose. Ceruledge is 140. Ditto just transforms into that. End of turn. All right, round 2. Oh, Serena's hard to beat. Serena's a top pull. And you've got Articuno. Round 2, NHCC. All right. Energy card. That's an advantage for him. Squovit's weak. You're losing this round. Oh, my God. Double energy. Triple energy! You can't stop him! It's Jolteon with 170 HP. Okay. Cute little Squovit gets electrocuted to death. The round goes to NHCC. You've done the Lord's work tonight, Mr. Mark. You helped so many people have a good night tonight. You know what? Mark, you better hold that Gengar tight because you've got the Gengar and they don't, okay? He might have a little Ekans 9, but you got the Gengar. But this is going to pad Mr. NHCC's gym card. And I got to say, NHCC is pretty close to being in the lead right now. I think only Sergio beats him. That or he ties with Sergio. Really used up that luck. Yeah, that might be the case. You know, that's superstitious. You're just having a little bad streak. Let's say you did 1 million more breaks. It would even out. It would even out really fast. So if you did literally 1 million breaks, it would come out to about 50% wins and about 50% losses over time. So you're just on a little cold streak. It's not a big deal. I wouldn't sweat it. All right, there we go. I thought after an energy, you draw again. It goes back and forth. It goes back and forth. And then when it's his turn, if all he has is an energy on his turn, he then pulls again. Yeah, I use the same method every time. My methods may look confusing, but they're very consistent. All right. So, I wanted Mark to actually win that round. It would have been nice. What do we got going on next? Matthew Rodriguez is here. He says, 1 box Nibble Brown Booty Dust. Nibble Brown Dust. Oh, no, wait a second. Nibble Brown Dust. Oh, Nibble Arena. Let me go grab that. Okay, Nibble Arena is much more affordable. All right, I'm not dead, but I can't find it. I think Karis moved it. Now, I know we have a lot of it left. I have to go back out, and I have to keep searching, okay? I'll be back, guys. I'm not seeing it in here. I like to check in here. All right, so I know for a fact that there's a ton of the boxes left from the first case, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I just opened the second case so that I wouldn't keep you guys waiting any longer. It's super annoying. I swear to God, Karis moves my product. She doesn't like it. It gets all like kind of jumbled up, right? It gets crowded. And then she goes, oh, I'm going to move this. She moves it and I can't find it anywhere. She like hides it from me. She's like, he may need this someday. Let's put it in the last place he expects it. So, yeah, there we are. All right. Also, I got this in the mail today. Ooh. Little Lily set, huh? Cool. Brown Dust for Matthew Rodriguez. Do you have much for Darkrai Victini slabs? We had a Darkrai slab right here. Look at that. Nihil Zero. I didn't finish the previous order. Mr. Mark needs his Nihil Zero. Let me go grab the Nihil Zero. My bad, dude. All right. I did not finish the previous order. Shoop. And then here's this box right here. This bag. Sorry about that, man. All right, Mr. Mark. 7 of the Nihil Zero packs. You got these 3 right here. You got these 4 right here. And then you're going to get some for the new box. All right, cool, guys. Lily is one of my favorites. Yeah, I really like that card. Super rare. A lot of people don't know it exists. Big fan of that. We've hosted big breaks on that card before. That one's a pristine as well. It's hard to get that pristine, man. BGS loves to hand out the 9.5. It's super annoying. They just love 9.5s. So that one's actually a pristine. Harder to get that than a PSA 10. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of these. Hey, what's up, Mr. Fodden fan? Now, this is the true OG Rip and Ship. Yeah, we were actually doing it before anyone. We started a long time ago. Still running. Still going. Still chugging along. Here's Mark Kaplan. You ready, Mark? So, we got a cold one. Ah, Eradicate. Lovely. Okay. Here's Skarmory. Ah, Skarmory. Here's a cold one. Here's Barriath. Here's oh, you got a little Gengar and your Nubian Queen. There we are. I don't really know. And here's a cold one. All right, cool. Very nice, Mr. Mark. We'll toss this into your bag. I'm always on the lookout for that Gengar. He's a cool card. In the English version, Perfect Order, you can pull this as a reverse holo. Ooh. Reverse holos. Perfect Order is a Gengar set. All good. Was confusing with the gym break. I probably got distracted during the gym break. Jumping back to our friend Matthew Rodriguez. You ready, Matthew? Here it is. You ready, Matt? Oops. There you go. So tonight we got a couple new cards up on the table that had never been priced before. These abandoned slabs and 2 new consignment slabs. Now this is a whole box for Matthew Rodriguez. He says no bulk. You got it, man. Do you mean like no holographic bulk? Is that what you're referring to? Because we always remove bulk, but maybe he's saying he doesn't want all the holos. All right. This set is called Brown Booty Dust. The whole box, the entire thing costs $60. Look how many booster packs you get. You get the whole thing for 60 bucks. Not bad. My wife and girlfriend also like to hide stuff from me. Oh my gosh. His wife and his wife's boyfriend love to hide stuff from him. Here we go. Good. Those waifus. Tossing that away. All right, what do we got? We've got I See Seashells by the Seashore. Here's Bunny Girl. Bunny Girl. Oh, okay, so here's not a signature, a different Bunny Girl. All right, different Bunny Girl. Look at those hips, man. Here's Ice Cream Bowl Girl. Here's Voluptuous Beach Queen. Here's Inflatable Girl with her purse and lipstick out. It doesn't really make sense. Beach Going Girl again. A couple Beach Going Girls. Bunny Girl. You know, there's only a couple themes it almost seems like. Like, look, here's another Bunny Girl. A lot of Bunny Girls, right? Oops, here we are. So again, this booster box is called Brown Dust, and it's $60 per box. We have a lot of it because I thought, these might be popular. You're not truly rich unless you have discord kittens. Oh, that's true. All right. Hiring professional discord kittens. Here's the girl who's just been baptized. Here's the Ice Queen or something like that. Okay, here's an Ice Queen. Here's Cowgirl. We've got Evil Goth Angel Mommy. Uh-oh. Regular girl. Like, look, all these sexy girls, and then this one's just, like, normal. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make a lick of sense. Whoa! Lingerie girl. Holy. Wait, that's a rainbow. All right, rainbow. Here's holographic little red bunny hood. Here's DJ Booties, Booty Cheeks, DJ Cheeks. This girl again, the lingerie girl. Bunny girl. Bunny girl, but it's rainbow actually, so I have to put it in a sleeve. There it goes. Another beach card. Lots of beach cards. There's your signature, Lone or something like Luan. And finally, Baptism Girl. She's been baptized. All right, very nice. Thank you, Mr. Matt. Mr. Matt, what are we hunting for in this set? We looking for a particular signature? Is that what we're doing? Is Mary a Discord kitten or a Discord doggy? That's a good question. You're going to have to ask Mary next time she's in the chat. Boop, boop. All right, good. Mr. Matt. Okay. Have to reach so far for this. Lovely. Matthew Rodriguez. I'd say discord pig. Hold on, mister. I was almost done. Hey! We won't tolerate any mischief. Unless you're buying Poke Shuffles, then it's fine. Here's... Oh yeah, look at this. New lightning round. The Tyranitar. This is from XY. It's an XY holographic Tyranitar. It looks fantastic. Look at this. 5 darkness energies. Awakened Psychic King. That's the name of the set he comes out of. Did you guys catch this? The Charizard. He moved by 4 spots yesterday. So he's now 12 out of 36. Thank heavens. He's moving. Here's Mudkip. Ruby Sapphire Spanish 9 for 250. I don't know if that's accurate. And here's Jungle Unlimited Parasect. So we need a new trade break. Oh, I should add to the Discord server that the trade break went off. Hold on. Current breaks history. Gyarados trade break. Cody Hodges. All right, so now people know that that's done. Or at least they will know if they look it up. El Mudkippo. That's right. He was clapping and appreciating those cards. Wild Hog Leader. We have another order from... Click. From... Ooh, I don't want to miss any orders. So here's a mark order for 3 Nihil 0. 3 of the Ancient Roar. 2 Black Bolt. 1 Korean Blue Sky Stream. I think that's a new one, right? Let's see. It is. This is a new order. Okay, so I'm going to go grab it for you. 3 Nihil Zeros. It's a new box, so that's kind of tempting. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 of the Ancient Roars. Okay, 3 Ancient Roars. 1, 2, 3. 2 of the Korean Black Bolts. And how much? 1 Blue Sky Stream. Okay, 1 Blue Sky Stream. 2 of these. Lovely. Well, so lovely. All right. Cool, man. I was in San Francisco, and the homeless there don't have any shame. There was a man cleaning his junk in broad daylight when I walked to get Starbucks. That's such a sad thing. He's lost his, he's in a situation that's so horrible that he doesn't have any shame left, you know? Ugh. We are. He's just like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Whip his thing out. Oof, man. Yeah, I've seen some homelessness in a variety of places, including St. Louis. But I've also been to Washington, D.C. like 3 times in my life. And every single time, you run into a lot of homeless people in Washington, D.C. And then I was in Indianapolis one time. I took a trip there for a week. And they had a lot of homeless too, Indianapolis. Homelessness, man. We don't have it out here in Lake of the Ozarks because you'll get eaten by a bear if you're homeless out here. You won't last very long. It's all wilderness. There's no people to give you any money. There's no public transit. You won't survive it. And it's cold in the winter and it's brutally hot in the summer. We have like a homeless shelter though, so they probably go there, but you don't see them. You don't see them meandering anywhere, coming up to people for money or anything like that. Here's, you got an SR. You got Pokey Radio or something. Here's, come on now. All right, did we see a Gengar? I didn't see a Gengar. You want the Snorlax? All right, I didn't see a Gengar in there. Here's a little Snorlax, though. Now, Blue Sky Stream. Ooh. Black Bolt. Okay, we got some Hollows. And Black Bolt. All right, nothing insane popping out this time. Good morning, bro. I'm here for Charizard, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Come on, bro. I was in San Francisco. Oh, There was a playground full of sad children, and next to them was a line of homeless people covering themselves or doing drugs. Oof. Yeah. People call it like a homelessness epidemic, and I think there's some truth to that just because of the cost of living so high, especially in a place like San Francisco. But it's also a drug epidemic too. How can a person help themselves if they're addicted to a drug? I mean, it's not how, the very first step is you have to get clean. But it's sort of like, it's like a downward spiral, because first you become homeless, then you do drugs. Or first you do drugs, then you become homeless. And it just kind of reinforces itself, right? Because if you're miserable, well, at least you can hang out with the cool people on the street and get high or something. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do? Pretty bad. I actually, I often wondered why San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego didn't do more to help the homeless and actually fix the problem. And it's been a while, and I've had time to think about it. And I actually have a theory. They don't really want to solve it. They kind of just want them all to die. I think that might actually be it. Well, first of all, I think that there's organizations that make money helping them. So it's like, if you actually solve homelessness, how will your organization get paid anymore? The problem is solved. So those organizations depend on infinite homelessness. But second of all, the reason that people don't really want to help the homeless is because they'd rather just have them die and go away. I think that's actually it. They're like, hurry up and do too many drugs already. I think that's actually the goal. It's something I'd never really considered before. It's like with the high taxes over there. I always thought, why don't they just lower the taxes? They don't want the low taxes. They want it to be too high because there's too many people over there. So when you actually frame what's going on in a place like California, you realize it's this place where everyone's competing really severely. So it's like you want to be able to make it there, get a good job there, have a great lifestyle, afford a bigger house, afford your rent, be able to party. But it's so crowded. It's so crowded and everything's so expensive and the road's clogged and, you have to wait in line for everything. And so people get really, in a community that's so uncomfortable, I think people get sort of defensive or I don't know how to describe it. Like the benches that have the spikes on them so you can't sleep on them. You know what I mean? What do they call that? It's like brutalism. It's not brutalism. It's called defensive architecture or something like that. So I feel like that kind of seeps into the personality of the people there, where they just kind of get tired of looking at homelessness, or they get tired of the drugs, and they don't want any more people in there. If you lower the taxes, more people are going to come in. Why would we want that? And as for the homeless, why would you want to build a big homeless tower next to your house and put all the homeless up in there? Just let them die from the drugs. Fentanyl is a solution. You know what I mean? So that's my theory. That's what I suspect. The reason that it's not getting fixed is because there's no actual interest in fixing it. The interest is in the people who are homeless going away, like, ew, get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, not near me. All right, Mr. Roki Hyun, 21 packs of OP15. You got it, 21 packs. All right, let's get it. They're still sleeping on the streets, but not as many, and they're not high either. Oh, you're talking about Australia. Okay, but that's my theory. My theory is it's actually people are very rough. Like when you see a person who needs hitchhiking, you don't really want to help them, do you? They might be trouble or something, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Society maybe is actually very tired of having to expend all this money and resources and having to help people. And maybe the goal is actually for them to do drugs. Like, here, have more of them. Right? Like some places like Germany, they give you the drug. They're like, here, have more drugs. Like, why would you give a drug addict more drugs? It's like if you gave a guy who's going to have a heart attack from eating too much cake, more cake. Like, what? Maybe it's just like entertaining. Here, have some more cake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we can all like scratch our bums and be like, oh, isn't that too bad for him? Entertainment. We're all twisting our hands. Oh, no. I say double fentanyl right now. Double the fentanyl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Double fentanyl, and then we can begin communism. I'm going to go ahead and sip on my Gatorade here. Then give an idea on how to fix it. Let me have a sip here. I did, Tammy. Double fentanyl. Double fentanyl is a solution. That seems to be the solution. Have you guys considered double fentanyl? A fentanyl around every corner. Ready? Snip this. I think if you go out there and you like say some common sense stuff, like start putting drug dealers in jail, put people on, you know, health fixing programs, people get like bored of that and they roll their eyes and they're like, oh, ho hum, dude, this guy's a conservative. Boring. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, this guy's saying the most obvious stuff. We should stop the drug dealers. We should cut off the drug dealers and put the local ones in jail. Yeah, right, bro. Get out of here. Double fentanyl. Double my fentanyl instantly. That's what people want. They won't say that they want that, but they're bored of the actual solution. That's what it is. Double fentanyl is exciting. People want to be excited. They don't want to be told like, oh, you shouldn't do drugs. Right? That's boring. How many times have you heard that in your life? You've heard it a million times. Double fentanyl. Problem solved. All right, here we go. You ready? So 21 of these. Double wedding NAMI. Yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah. Double wedding NAMI. Give everyone a machete. Double fentanyl. Double machetes. Bada bing, bada boom. Problem solved. Oh, look at this. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm not right. I say we give them smokes. We give them whiskey, 2 machetes, 1 for each hand. And then after that, double fentanyl. Problem solved. Oops, here we are. Whoa. People are tired of being told to do like the right thing. They are. They're tired of hearing the conventional solution. They don't want to hear like, oh, doing drugs is bad and drug dealers should go to jail. Like, yeah, right, bro. Get out of here. Boring ass, conservative ass solution guy. Give me double fentanyl any day. Double fentanyl beats cleaning up the problem any day. I mean, just say no, right? I didn't see anyone doing drugs this trip. When I did last time, that's not to say it's not an issue. Sheesh, a human dookie on the sidewalk, just walking to get food. It's a jungle here, says A. Perez. All right, you look out for yourself. No walking in human pie. Hey, what's up, Miss Sarah? Drugs are bad, okay? Yeah, exactly. Drugs are bad. Here's the solution. Everyone gets a machete for free. Free homeless machetes, we'll call it. Free homeless machetes. And we just see how it goes. A camera on every street corner and free homeless machetes. Then we take the footage and we upload it to YouTube. And it'll make ad revenue. And that goes to the city, you know, treasury. Bada bing, bada boom. You got to make a little bit of money, you know. People will log into YouTube and watch it. Bring up that ad revenue. Double machetes right now. These are creative solutions, guys. I don't know why we're not trying them. Here's a hollow. One hand a machete, the other hand a bottle of whiskey. How much does that cost? Like $15. Well, it depends on the whiskey. We are. Actually, you're in California, so instead of... It probably costs more like $60. Okay, it costs a little more. Cost of living is higher there. Ooh, that was rough, man. You might want to go a little deeper, Mr. Roki Hyun. So this time you ordered 21 packs, which was not a whole box. So we split between the open boxes. The open box did not provide you a hit. Mr. wants to bring back bum fights. I mean, all these years have passed, haven't they? And you still remember bum fights. Think about it. It's iconic. We get like a UFC cage. The strongest homeless guy wins. He gets like a title. He gets like a belt. He gets a home. And the winner is... in ring, you know, in corner number 1. Right? You become famous, infamous maybe. Why not? It's not going to matter. No one's going to actually solve it. It's not a thing to solve almost. It just doesn't matter. So you can just say whatever you want at this point. Why even bother solving it? There's no point. Here we are. The American dream is now watching bum fights on YouTube. Waiting to go back to work and watching bum fights. All right. And then you play a little bit of Grand Theft Auto. I don't know. Oop, I just closed my emails. I didn't want to do that. Shoot. Hold on. I closed my emails. Got to open them back up now. Let's open up one more of these. Hold on. All right. Tell me I'm wrong. I know I'm right. I've listened to conservative solutions to obvious problems. And it's like the moment you start hearing the correct thing to do, it's like your brain switches off. Like, wait, are you telling me the right thing to do? Well, if you want to lose weight, you should probably work out and eat less. Uh-huh. Give me that ice cream cone. You know what I mean? Any movement on the pack splits? Nope. Here we are. They're pretty tough. Pretty expensive, actually. We got to find some people with deep pockets. You got to get CS Man into this one. CS Man, I know he's got $100. We got to get him in here. Okay, the cheap split is actually the gym split. And we currently have 4 people in here. All right. So cheap split's up to 4. That is good progress. It's just shy of halfway done. And then here is the Phantom Forces, the Phantom Tax. 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we have it, guys. These are pretty important booster packs, guys. This one over here gives you a chance for Gengar, gives you a chance for Dialga. Will they be in that pack? Probably not, but yeah, eventually. Somebody pulls one, right? So somebody's going to pull a Dialga, somebody's going to pull a Gengar. The odds of it happening to us are low, but not 0. And then over here, this is a guaranteed heavy pack, if you did not know this. Somebody's pulling a holographic out of here, and maybe somebody's pulling a Misty's Tears. You know, the Misty's Tears sells for like $3,000 as a 10 now. It's just tremendous. All right. Why was I thinking actual bottoms? Let's see. Do a real Squid Game. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Let's get the Squid Games going. I like that. Promote this guy to governor. All right, we have a Mark Kaplan order for 3 of the Japanese Ancient Roars. 1, 2, 3. 3 Korean Blue Sky Streams. I have a solution to the homelessness that no one's ever tried before. You guys want to hear it? Let me know if you guys want to hear it. It's a pretty good idea. I just need one person to say, I want to hear it. And then if you say that, I'm going to tell you my great idea. And you're probably going to be impressed. All right, here we are. Ooh. You want to hear my idea, Mr. Arturo? You gotta say, yeah, I want to hear that idea. All right, there we go, Mr. Mark. Ooh. Placing this over here. We should just ship them all to North Sentinel Island. Come on, dude. All right, so here's my idea. We just put them in Tammy's house. Duh. Tammy will help out. All of them. Across the entire state. Crammed into one house. Tammy's house. And Tammy's just like crammed in there. Stepping over bodies. Holding on to her Pokemon cards. Don't touch these. All right, there we go. All right. And then they wouldn't be homeless because they'd be inside of a home. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, Mark, you ready? So that is my brilliant idea. Here's Victini. Here's a cold one. Oh, Trevenant. Ooh. All right. I know. I'm a genius. How do I come up with these great ideas? Here's, I don't know. Here's Drillbur or something. I think Mr. meant to say they can stay in his second home. Nah, I'm selling that thing, man. You are? Okay, I'm going to sell that home and maybe roll that money over into this home or something. Or use it as a down payment to move, or who knows. Here's Goddessapod. Oh, Tammy, you can't leave. There it is. Tammy, it's too crowded over there anyways now. All right. Putting this here. Yeah, it's getting pretty late anyways. What time is it? 5:27. Whew. I'm sleeving this. Sleeve. So that's for Mr. Mark. Now, yeah, I see the sun coming up, man. Oh my gosh, not the sun. Da, 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 da. Mark's bags over here. Had a family member propose the solution of using the homeless and drug addicts for medical trials and genetic testing. We are. What was that South Park episode where somebody said like we could give them all sleeping bags? No. What was it? Somebody had like a really bizarre idea where they could be like decorative or something. I don't remember. Oh man, I wish I could remember how it went. They're trying to solve the homelessness in South Park. All right, let me close this. Let me go ahead and plug this in. They need a Wegovy pill for drug use. Yeah, actually, I hear those GLP-1s can, God, see, there I go. There I go, talking about real-world solutions. Doesn't that get boring? I was going to say the GLP-1s apparently sort of help with addiction because they block dopamine receptors or something like that. I've heard that. I'm going to rewatch Rick and Morty all season from start since weekend, no stream. Yes, you see, let's just say that's distant family. Only genetic testing? All right, let's see. Well, you know, every time we talk about like the homeless, we're always so compassionate. We're always so careful about it. Don't you ever get like tired of that? It's like talking about this poor, sad person in the corner of the room. It's like, oh, how are we going to help them? And I don't know, there's almost a pretentious feeling to it. There's almost like there's a feeling to it that gets very boring and tiresome. You just get really tired of it at some point. It's like, oh man, imagine a world where I never talk about this subject again. Because everyone's twisting their hands over it and trying to actually solve it when it's probably just never going to be solved. Here's Miss Sava. She says 5 of the OP 16 English packs, 10 Pokey Shuffles, 2 live customs. You got it. All right, you ready? What do we got? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. But like the same way you're fat and addicted to food, some people have a bad... See, you're doing it too now. You're making a very reasonable deduction, right? You're saying, you know, people can be addicted to food, therefore you should be compassionate because there are people who can get addicted to drugs in the same way. You happen to just be addicted to food. They happen to be addicted to fentanyl, blah, blah, blah. Right? So you're doing something that just makes a lot of sense. It's very rational. And whatever you're going to say next is probably going to be like a good solution or something like that. And we're never going to do it as a society. That's what I've concluded. It's just not going to happen. Society is going to do the opposite of whatever is good, or it's going to do the opposite of common sense. It's just going to be like a total clown show. I don't know. It's just going to be like people texting on their phone, you know, like, you know what I mean? And people bored and coming up with terrible solutions and not solving anything. That's how I've been feeling recently. It's like, why are we trying to solve this problem that no one really wants to solve? There's clearly no real motivation to solve it, you know? All right, so 10 Pokey Shuffles is next. Let's get it. 2 cold live customs. How about the Pokey Shuffles? Nobody's interested in solving it. You know what I want to solve? How do I solve having more fun for me? You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. All right, there we go. People want to solve the problem as long as it's fun, and then the moment it gets like weird and difficult and creepy or like intense, then it's like, you know, isn't there supposed to be a government for this or something? And then the government's like, yeah, we'll do it, but we'll do it in the most wasteful, terrible way possible, and we'll be paying all our friends off while we do it. All right, ready? Sand Shrew. Ooh. Let's see. Sand Shrew. Here we are. T10. Oh, cool. It's Shinji Kanda Sand Shrew. So this is a nice little card drawn by that artist that's super popular right now. Ooh. 020 Sand Shrew. It's a simple common card, and so it's never going to be super expensive, but it just looks really nice. We live in hell on earth, 100%. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like most people know to put the fork down, they just choose not to. Oh, yeah. Give me another steak ASAP. We had steak at Chili's today. They oversalted it. I was furious. Yeah, you know, my wife was told to gain weight. She just came back from the doctor this week, and she has trouble gaining weight. And so I really do think people are just born eating a lot or born not eating a lot. I don't think it's something you like. I don't think you consciously choose your hunger. What are you thinking here, Sarah? Put in another order, basically same as last, only mentioning in case you think it's the same one. Sounds good. Re-roll. All right, this goes down to 40. Your re-roll shall be for 40. The 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now be careful because you might pull the Tammy pack out of here. You know the way the Tammy pack should actually work? Tammy should be the one to actually choose the cards in the Tammy pack. Oh, let me put this back up here. So you get 8. You get 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm so sorry, Sarah. It did not re-roll into a hyper snipe. That's pretty rough. You definitely don't choose your hunger level, but you choose to put the fork down or not. My hunger is ravaging, but I have to be disciplined. Yeah, I suppose. Here we are. All right, you ready? 5 English packs. I don't think so. I think we're just slaves to our instinct. I have no choice. There we are. I have no choice at all. I have no willpower. My brain made me do it. There you are. Do you ever think really hard about that? Because, you know, it's in our best interest to truly believe in our own willpower. Isn't that an interesting thought? But maybe the willpower that you have, it's really just like you were fated to have a certain amount and that's it. Right? Like you didn't choose to have a lot of willpower. That was another thing that just was bestowed upon you upon birth. There you are. All right. Very good. Here's oh, some hollows. And here's some hollows. And here's some hollows with a little Nami in the front. That's what you like to think. It's all a decision. There we go. Very nice. It's a philosophical conversation. Yeah, the subject we're tapping into. People really do debate it. What is this? That looks fantastic. Portcus Dies. Ooh. All right, congratulations. Raw Princess Leia and Jabba is the world. Jabba. Jabba Wabba. Ooh, look at this. Well, like, you make a big deal out of, like, choosing or whatever. Like, I chose this. Did you really? What if you were just born in a way that you were going to choose that, right? You ever think about that? Like, I choose to follow the rules. What if I was just born being good at rule following? What if somebody was born very bad at rule following? Miss Sarah, Miss Sarah. Her name is Sarah. Sarah does a bevy. What if some people were just born pulling the nicest cards? Computer, show me some nice cards. All right, there we go. All right. How expensive groceries are keeps me from eating a lot. Yeah. You can still get pretty fat on a little amount of money. There we go. That might be, but at that point, you could also discuss if anyone is actually smart. No, they were just born to do the choices. Yeah, exactly. Well, that is actually probably how it is, right? Like, for example, I had 11 siblings. We were all raised the same. I was clearly smarter than my siblings. I knew I was. They knew I was. I beat them at all the games. I beat them in school. We're older now. I'm rich, and most of them are poor. I don't think any of them are rich. I think I'm the one rich kid in my family. out of 11 kids. So it tracked the whole way. It tracked the whole way. What's the difference? I must have just gotten the right stuff or something in the womb or whatever. I don't know how it works. But this idea that it's like we're all born equally smart, hell no. Definitely not. Definitely not. You just get lucky. Oh, you were born smart? Oh, that's nice. It worked. I mean, if you can look at somebody and see they were born like 6'4" with the chiseled chin, you know, and the right eyes and the right nose and the right ears, right? Like Henry Cavill or something, right? And you can accept that he was just born hot. Why would it be hard to accept the idea that someone was just born way smarter than you, right? Of course they were. That's how it works. Someone's born really smart and someone else is born spending all their money on Pokemon cards like me. Let's go grab some more Ancient Raw. I'll be right back. Oh, my butt. All right, here goes. Stop describing me, mister. What? All right, here we go. 3 of these. Some of us were born with the giant Diglett. All right. Very good. There we go. You ready? Ooh. People like the illusion of having control. I think that's my conclusion. People love feeling like they can control outcomes. I did this. I had control. Okay, you ready? 4 Ancient Roar, 3 Blue Sky Stream. 1, 2, 3. All right. And it's a narrative that sells very quickly. It's sort of like anti-victim mentality. It's sort of like a motivation, ambition, all the good stuff, right? 3 Korean Black Bolt. Ooh, we got to get some more Black Bolts. Maybe you were somebody who was going to be persuaded by motivation and ambition. You know, you could just keep going down the rabbit hole. Here we are. Very nice. My window's all foggy. Do you think you were meant to meet your wife? It was all fate. I'm going to tell her that when I go smack her, when I go wake her up with the smooch. This was ordained by the heavens. Okay, ready? Ooh. Okay, oops. I'll put this here. There's this box up. Why do some orders get smooches and others don't? It was fated. It's written in the book, the prophecy. The prophecy. Now, here we are. All right, that's for you, Mark Kaplan. Good luck. Let's see what we got. How many generations until babies come out talking? Ooh, now you're talking. When are we going to make the artificial womb? Come on, man. Could you even imagine? The artificial womb. A doctor just takes like an embryo, pops it in this machine, and you get a baby in 9 months. No pregnancy necessary. Boy, that'll be quite an industry. They'll be making so much money. I want to invest, man. She was destined to meet TCC, and not Jeff Bezos. Daddy Bezos? Let's see. Computer. Make TCC. Bring back M&Ms. Here's a cold one. Here's a cold one. Here's a cold one. Here's... Wow, just straight cold ones in the Ancient Roars. That's really rough. I'm sorry, man. Just some bad luck there. Well, maybe that will be made up for in these packs. Let's see what happens. So, Black Bolt. Yeah? Oh, yeah. Litwick coming out. She's about to be destined to do something. Let's see. Here's a holo. Here's a Genesect. All right, so we got a little Litwick. That's kind of cute. And here's a little cold one. And here, oops. And here's a little Sally Mance. And here's a little cold one. All right. My mom talked about waiting 2 days for my older brother to open his eyes as a newborn, which was common, but they can't come out with their eyes open now. What? I didn't know that. In my family, the babies started talking at a really young age in full sentences. And the reason for that was because basically we talked so much around the baby learned how to speak really rapidly. So like, imagine you're baby number 10 and you got 9 siblings and they're just blah, blah, blah all day long. You learn to talk super fast. So people would like meet us as a family and they'd hear the youngest child be like a 1-year-old talking in like a sentence here and there. And they'd be like, what the your baby talks? It's like, yep, baby already talks. How could you not talk? I mean, you almost can't escape the amount of talking that's going on in the family. It's nonstop conversation. And it's not just like dad or something like that. It would be like a whole conversation or something. Trump really likes to think he's in control. I mean, he's Daddy Trump. Obviously, he's in control. Yes. Stormy Daniels thought he was in control. There we go. I don't know where I'm going with this. He's blowing up Iran right now. Poor Iran. I remember when Iran used to say the sweetest things to us. Remember that one time when the Ayatollah was like, death to America? And I was like, wow, I really like this place. This guy says the sweetest things. Here's Bulbasaur. Here's Seismitoad. They used to chant that for years. God, how can we be tearing up our besties like that? All right, I don't see any new orders in the queue. We might be wrapping up here. If you guys are wanting to go deeper, we are going to go live again tomorrow, so it's not over yet. We're always in another stream. The Ayatollah has such a way with words. Death to America. So beautiful. Type in TCC for the giveaway, guys. Mister, why do we have a president that's on tape asking someone to find him 11,000 votes speaking at all about voter fraud? I mean, it's like Monopoly. No one knows about cheaters better than the person who's good at cheating, right? Makes you super aware. That's true, though, right? If you cheat a lot, you're pretty aware of cheating. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is up to you. But if you're someone who cheats a lot, you think about how, like, if you're a thief, you recognize thieves. You're like, that guy's a thief, right? That's how it works. All right, let's see. We got Monster going in. If you're a thief, you know when someone else is a thief. If you're the guy who knows how to steal money in the game of Monopoly, like if you're the banker and you know how to slip yourself a little bit of money, you know to look for someone else slipping themselves money too. Yay, that guy's slipping himself money. Got you. Knew you couldn't be trusted. All right, here goes. Landing on 16. Is that Mark? Mark, you got it. All right, Mark, a little bit of luck tonight anyways. You got a numbered Star Wars Galaxy card. Oh, yeah. There you go. I think I hear Karis running around. So the best way to spot if my girl is cheating is to cheat on her. Exactly. Exactly. You'll know the signs because you do it all the time. You'll be like, she's out awfully long. She has that friend. She doesn't, she's too happy. She came home and she told me that I love you, but she said it with no context and like she just felt really bad or something. I don't trust it. She's cheating. Actually, I really love you. What? All right, there it is. Oh. Oh. Do. Mr. Mark pulling the giveaway. What a nice stream. I feel like we were busy from beginning to end. It's 5:50 now, 3.5 hour stream. Miss Sarah was here. That's the best. Miss Tammy loved my homelessness joke. I think we're all done here, guys. We're going to wrap up now. Hope you guys had a lot of fun. I'll see you for the Saturday nighttime stream. See you later, everybody. That's my secret, is I'm always angry. You're always angry? I don't know how to help you with that, collector. All right, you guys have a nice night. See you later, everybody.